Hey, it's Ross Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. This is Savage World, Savage Riffs to be particular. Symphony of the End, Episode 3, Breakdown. Because I'm naming every episode after a musical term. And this is a term used in heavy metal, which is the theme of this particular episode because you were outvoted, Aaron.
Oh, well, I don't even recall voting, so...
You did. You voted for Vaporwave.
Oh, that's...
I was also outvoted.
You were all... Yeah, two of you are outvoted. But the one player who's not here, Sean, voted also for heavy metal. So that's what we're doing, because that's what I prepped. But Sean is not here, but that's fine. So in the last episode, Tomorrow Legion, Muse group, as you're going to be called, or the Muse Squad. You found out about the existence of these powerful spirits called Muses that are going around possessing people and causing havoc. And apparently, if you can recruit or capture them enough, you will be able to compose or conduct the Symphony of the End, which is a cataclysmically powerful thing. And it's only a matter of time before the Coalition, the Federation of Magic, other powerful forces probably start trying to grab as many muses as they can as well. So the Tomorrow Legion, well, you're the experts on the subject, so you've all been recruited. Well, you've also gotten a new person in your squad.
What?
So we have first off Tom here playing Steve, the Grackle Tooth mercenary, a lizard man type person. But a very friendly, big alien.
Yeah, also as a species, they're like dumb but friendly.
Yep. Powerful himbo energy. So, and then we have Dan playing Daryl the Mystic.
Yes.
With the Shoji Tabuchi's fiddle, or
yes.
Now that's an Elder artifact.
Yeah. Or it's claimed you were told it was Shoji's fiddle, so you have no reason to doubt.
Magic happens when we play it. So...
And who would lie about that?
Right?
Who would lie about that?
Magic happens when we play it.
But Aaron has joined the campaign.
So let's see. The character that we brought in right now to continue a proud tradition right now, first name Darlington, last name Disassembly. So
Disassembly, all right.
He's actually a prototype bio-android who was made in order to see if they could actually create an android that is partially synthetic and could harness magical forces. It didn't work as well since he ended up escaping from the lab that created him. Mm-hmm. And the only kind of technology, at least mysticism that he was working with specifically, is as a techno wizard. Also, the reason why this name came there, because he was not given any designation other than just like a serial number on the tube, was that it's like when he was able to escape, the first words he heard was, "Darlington, disassemble that thing." And the other Darlington died.
Oh, no.
Not well.
Oh, no. So who made you? Do you know?
No, just that's actually been a mystery, although they are after me, or at least bounty hunters have been. So.
Oh, shit. So how long have you been wandering free from your makers?
About 7 years. So
okay.
I've had enough time to be able to collect enough junk to create at least marginal defenses, learn more of the techno magic, and also to be able to sense energy sources to refill my power cores, which is an absolute daily thing. If it doesn't happen, I risk shutting down and being, again, a nerd, but also being easily found.
Disassembly. Yeah.
No disassemble. So
do you have to charge in the ley lines?
That's like I've been able to do it, but I have a particular core, so it's any type of energy I can reset it on. So
okay, so yeah, we'll
you're the water wheel robot.
Yes, exactly.
So you found safety in the Tomorrow Legion. The Tomorrow Legion is an idealistic group of heroes who are trying to tame the savage frontier and bring peace upon the land, and also we may stop the Coalition and the evil part of the Federation of Magic and Atlantis. No big deal. But there's Cyber Knights, there's Good Aligned Dragons, there's Erin Tarn and her Cyber Knight BFF, Lord Coke, I think. Mm-hmm. And they help found the place, but a group of dwarves from a fantasy world built a castle, or found the remnants of a castle in Branson, and have rebuilt it into a powerful fortress. So
that's canon.
Yeah, that's canon. So that's where you're based. So Ragnar Thunderaxe, who is a dwarven warrior with cybernetics and a big magical battle axe, is in charge of all the rank and file soldiers. He's the senior non-com officer. And what was your last assignment before you're going to get reassigned?
I was tasked for actually infiltrating what remained of the Springfield Branson International Airport.
Okay.
To see if there were any actual, if there are actually any aircraft parts that were available to supplement the transports that were going there. But did not find that there. Although we did find remnants of a makeshift interdimensional portal.
Okay.
That was constantly spewing what could only be called black snow. So that was highly, highly radioactive. So after being able to charge my core off of that, I immediately shut that down because it was causing a lot of mutations around the area.
Okay.
Well, they were selling those at the airport back before this.
Yeah, that was a little treat for the kids. A little black snow.
Who doesn't like black snow?
Who doesn't? But there was a reason why the rest of your team have kind of wanted you reassigned. What was that?
Well, it might have been the fact that during the black snow incident, instead of actually making sure that they were all at least safe in the bunker, I might have actually taken parts of all of their hazard suits to create a nullification effect. And everyone at least has, some amount of minor radiation burns, which will heal over time. It will be fine. So, I also know that that's, I think that they're kind of annoyed with me because again, I'm immune to most poisons and diseases, so I can't really feel
It's just cancer.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's just radiation.
So, yeah.
What's the problem? But you look human though, right? You're like a
I am. Yeah, basically, tall, actually bald head. So that was in there. Although there has been stubble growing in at some points. Really large, unnervingly large eyes. But I wear goggles over that to make sure that people aren't concerned about that. So
okay. Little battle angel Altila Alita, sorry. Thundar or Ragnar brings you into his office. He actually has one, although he's mostly out, drilling new soldiers and yelling at people for not doing their job right. He's the guy who gets things done. Like he's the guy, behind the scenes running things. One of them, and he just kind of brings you into the office just by yourself. First time you've ever had a one-on-one meeting with him, and
the boss.
So Darlington, how long have you been working? Part of the Legion.
I think the approximate anniversary date puts this at 2 years, 6 months, 3. It's like 1 week, 3 days, 7 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, and you've been doing pretty well so far. How would you characterize your tenure, your career here so far?
God, it's one of those evaluations.
So, at least efficient, I hope. So, I've been trying to at least, increase the resources of the company itself, which is, you were very kind to take me into and provide generalized protection against the bounty hunters for whatever BioCore decided to create me. So, but I feel though this is about the radiation, isn't it?
It is about the radiation. Your team expressed very strong opinions about that. But
I believe it was the terms right now was get that fucking gray away from me before they gives me cancer. Or at least that's what Philip said.
Yeah. That he actually repeated that to my face. He was. I gave him every chance to walk that back, and he didn't. Oh
no, I heard him from your office, and then he said it to my face. So.
Oh yeah, well that sounds like.
Which, granted, I realize it's an ignorance part on mine because cancer is not something that I don't think I can get unless it is a particularly virulent strain of it. But.
Well, something's come up,
yes.
And we actually do need more people for a new task force. We're calling it Task Force Muse, and we're We need to change that name. That's a little too obvious. Well, anyways, it's a working. We're brand new. So actually, another new squad found something in Springfield, and you'll get a full briefing about it in a bit. But they're going to be sent out into the Federation Magic territory. We actually have an asset in there, and that's where you're going to be very useful because we have a contact there, Emmeline. She's actually another techno wizard, but this will be sending you far afield, farther out than you've been on any patrol or mission so far. So where we don't have as much influence, and so but your unique skills, I think, are going to be very helpful in this mission. Do you know Steve? He's Grackltooth carries, or Daryl, the fiddle player.
I've seen Daryl playing the fiddle off of the side right now during it's like at least near one of the landing craft, but that's about it. So
okay, well, you'll be working with him on this mission, and for the duration of this, we need this is a very high priority task for us potentially, and it's just such an unknown variable. But you really try not to irradiate them.
Well, I'm going to put that in the terms of standard operating procedure right now. So that's like most natural organics radiation. That's like high level radiation. No.
Yes.
So I will do my best right now to do that. Or if I need to recharge my cell off of it, at least hardening caution behind there and staying away for the prerequisite half-life time.
But if you do well on this task force, if you do well on this mission, your career could really advance. Like, you've been getting, like, you've been, the problem right now, for you career-wise has been, you've been very effective in the field, but you tend to rub wrong against some of your teammates, and that, we need somebody who fits in a little better in our machine that we're trying to build to stand up against, I don't know, the coalition war machine. We need everyone to be functioning as one, and but I think the people you'll be teamed up with and the sort of missions you're doing will really suit you. And if you do well, like, where do you see yourself in a few years? How would you want to advance? You want to stay behind working on machines, more field ops, more important field ops, like leading people?
I don't know about the potential leadership right now, but in turn, more opportunities to expand my knowledge base of
research. We have a lot of we could definitely use.
That's like outboard researchers as well. As long as it's well defended, I'd be happiest to being able to explore the rest of the wilds right now and see what I can bring back for the benefit of
long range exploratory. Yeah, we could do that.
Because to bring up in terms right now, I am only 7 years old, which I know for at least mortal time years is a young child. So I assume that would make me insatiably curious.
Great. Great. I'll introduce you to your teammates, but we will need you to leave today. So we'll be teleporting you a little bit. So, our next scene, all three of you are in a briefing room. And
man, that one guy was pissed. He was saying something about radiation or something.
Yeah, Phil's real upset.
Yeah, I've never seen him like this.
He's normally such a gentle soul.
Something must have really affected him badly. I worry.
Well,
hey, new friend, how you doing?
In turn, right now, I can only say that that's like everything that was coming off of that portal, particularly with the black snow that was pouring through there, was pouring in low-level gammas, which in turn, yes, has the potential of producing tumors, but at least 85% of those were coming benign, and the rest of the 11% right now, if becoming malignant, has a very good survivability chance with minimal scarring.
I literally understood about 90% of what you just said, but that's fine.
But
hey again, new friend.
Good, right?
So hey again, and I hug him.
Okay.
No. Okay.
So Ragnar comes in. We're going to form you all into a permanent a task force until we get this whole Muse thing figured out. So you're the subject experts on this.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So
by default, I guess.
Well, it's a brand new area of study. It's very important. So, for all of you, just to reiterate, the muses are these powerful spirits that are possessing people, and we found an actionable lead on the location of one. According to the information we got from the Pocket Universe of the Grand Symmetry, there is another muse possessing a person in the Federation of Magic. We figured out who that is. Tarya Murphy is a mercenary. We've known about her for some time. She's a skilled soldier, but her village, which is located in the fringes of the Federation territory, was wiped out about 6 months ago. Everyone killed. We figured out that it was slaughtered by a horde of demons led by a shifter. Shifters, as you know, are spellcasters that specialize in summoning things, shifting them in from other universes. This particular shifter goes by the name of Eddie the Dead. He looks like a undead creature, maybe an illusion, maybe he's a DB, we don't know. But he's stuck. He's just very typical, like, summon monsters, go kill people. We don't know why. We don't know what his ultimate objective is. But Tarya is after Eddie. We know this through our we can't reveal methods or sources, but trust us. So
I always do.
We know that Eddie is based in Shadow Village, which is deep in Federation territory, near, not too far from the city of Brass itself, but it's a small village, and we don't know if he's actually there now or not. But Tarya is looking for Eddie, and we want to find Tarya and recruit her muse, bring the muse in. So we figure if you find Tarya and talk to her, and probably this will be resolved by helping Tarya or just taking out kill Murphy or kill Eddie, or you find Eddie first and kill Eddie yourself. Although Eddie is probably fairly powerful. He's been operating for years. We've known about him for a while. It's just been operating out of our region of influence. So, we haven't had the resources. I mean, there's a lot of assholes with, demons and monsters at their beck and call, and we can't spend all the time swatting them down. So, now I don't know how much you all know about the Federation of Magic, but they're not all bloodthirsty necromancers sacrificing people for magical rituals. Now, there are those kind of people there. They absolutely live there. The city of Brass is a very dangerous place. But there are several other cities and settlements out there that are actually very nice. Deweymer's actually quite close to us. There's a place called Stormspire, though. Were any of you familiar with this? You've heard of this place, actually.
Okay.
Because it is a city where perhaps 30 to 40% of all techno wizard-made items are manufactured. It is, if it had to be described, it is the wizard's libertarian paradise.
Oh, tech wizard bros.
Yes, I've sold several things there too, and also came under the strain of several very heavy tariffs, but I think that's besides the point.
Yeah, so we have a contact there, a techno wizard named Emmeline, and there is we have our own ley line walkers that can teleport you through the ley lines basically in spitting distance of Stormspire. There, you can rendezvous with Emmeline. She can help you find intelligence on Tarya and Eddie. But your mission is to find Tarya and bring her in. But given what scant reports we've heard, is that her muse gives her incredible power, at least fighting demons and Eddie's forces. So you probably don't need to help her so much. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. We don't know. But you need to bring her in. And obviously keep her alive, because if she dies, the muse goes free and possesses someone else who we don't know how the possession works. And certainly don't tell anybody about the muses in the Federation of Magic. Not even Emmeline. She's a contact. She's not like one of us, right? She's a mercenary when it comes down to it. She does things for money and favors. So, but she has agreed to offer you a home base, at least in Stormspire. But you'll have to go out in the Federation territory yourself. It's mostly dangerous. The Magic Zone is there. Part of the territory is the Magic Zone, which, if you're not aware of, is teeming with monsters and bad things. So stay safe out there. But I think a small team is going to draw less attention. We send people out to Stormspire all the time, like you, a year ago. But that's. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
No. At least I had one on there too. Have we encountered any other of these muses, or is there anyone?
Yes, we have one in already. That's how we found out about this in the first point.
Yeah.
They are actually found in Springfield. It was called Grand Symmetry. It was connected to the genre of music known as classical music, which is a pre-riff genre of music I don't know much about. Apparently, this muse is connected to a genre called heavy metal. Which I understand has some appeal among the humans of this world. Yeah. If it's not bagpipes, I don't care.
And it was a whole adventure. We'll tell you the whole way there. It's a long story.
Well, considering teleportation, where someone incorporeal and can't say anything.
I will talk here. Well, we'll do it before we leave.
You will have to hike out to the ley line nexus to activate the teleportation, which is a couple miles from here. So, although we can give you a ride in a hover truck, I guess, but it's less conspicuous if you walk. I mean, Any questions, Daryl?
No.
Great. Get your gear and head out. What's the ley line walker's name that you're going to be using? He's someone you've seen before, or talked to at least. He's just one of their standing ley line walkers.
Wayne.
All right. Wayne, the ley line walker. All right. So you all get your gear and march out to the ley line nexus.
Come on, guys. Let's go make a difference again.
So you show up. Wayne's there. Steve, what does Wayne look like?
Oh, he's he's this gangly teenager.
Hey!
Yeah, he does, except we know he's super competent, but that's unfortunately how he sounds.
I used to be a forger sniper, then I took up magic. I'm a precocious prodigy.
Seems to be you're trying to imply something, Ross.
I'm role-playing.
What madness is this?
Seems to be a disparate skill sets.
All right, jump in the giant glowing energy column, and I'll separate all your atoms and shoot you down the line.
Sounds fun. Let's go. Does it hurt?
I don't know. Does it?
The first time it does.
It's like, if
Is this your first time going through a ley line?
No, grandma. I went somewhere with grandma doing it once.
Okay, so you're used to it. So yeah,
it's like it's fine. Like you might you're probably gonna throw up on the other side.
Yeah. All right. And there's a burst of light. All of you are transmitted through the ley lines and get to Stormspire. So Stormspire is a mid-sized city. And it is a techno wizard paradise. So there are factories spewing out columns of smoke,
rainbow color smoke,
and late crackles of lightning and energy. There are strange vehicles, airships, almost everything. Like the Federation magic is extremely pro magic, anti technology. Like using high tech stuff is just seen as gauche. Or certain settlements, you'll be attacked on sight for being something like a cyborg. Certainly, being a magic-using android would make you a target.
Granted, thankfully, I look like a human. So.
Yep,
and I'm just a DB with a gun.
Yeah, so nothing special. But it's not a huge city. There's probably maybe a couple 10,000 people here, maybe. But there's a lot of trade, and again, there's lots of factories and workshops running things.
10,000, we could take them.
Yeah. But yeah, you're the ley line nexus. There's a board looking DB, a little looks like a pangolin, but red and green, and he kind of levitates, and he's like, "Hello,
howdy.
Your trip has been approved already. You came here on credit. Welcome to Stormspire. Would you like information?
What are the taxes?
That would be delightful. What? He's offering information.
What is that's informational fee and taxes associated with that informational fee?
100 credits per question, or a certain amount of magical energy that he recites, a thing that becomes 2 PPE.
So, okay, you may proceed with your questions if you want to pay.
Oh. In that case, we're good.
Okay, please obey our laws, or you will be shot by a giant cannon from an airship. It'll probably be a lightning cannon. Sometimes it's a fire cannon. Not usually, though, because that causes collateral damage. Maybe the ice cannon.
These are all words you're saying, but I'm totally on board.
We don't have cops. We have a giant airship with cannons.
That was what Dylan by Change used to shoot people out of the cannons.
Well, that was too hard to get them up into the ship and then shoot them out of the cannon. It's just more effective to just blast them where they are.
Wow. Okay.
Cost cutting.
Right. Well, that is a delightful system of government.
Also, private security has got, they can do whatever they want, basically.
Oh, not so different.
But yeah, Libertarian Paradise. Think Rapture, but with magic. And it's in Kentucky.
You're welcome. Please don't.
Yeah.
That's please do not ask anything or accept trades there beforehand because they will cost you. That's if not an arm and a leg, then the entirety of your torso.
Fey rules. Got it.
So, you can make a comment. You're told how to get to Emmeline's house. So you can just go there. I'm not going to make you roll for that. But yeah, if you want to know something else about Stormspire, like Daryl, what's something weird and fantastical you see in the streets of Stormspire on the way to Emmeline's house? Could be there's a dragon walking about. There's a dragon passing out flyers for a nightclub.
There's a dragon that is selling at least a dozen different varieties of sage.
Yeah. Get your sage here. Get your haunted sage. Get your cursed sage. Get your blessed sage. And get your sages from another world. Get your sage from...
He's a dragon from Brooklyn. Is that it?
Yeah.
Do I sell time from the fields of Elysium? No! We do not sell time.
We got your sage from the future. Got your sage from the past. Got your sage from underwater. How does that work? I don't know.
I got the sage of the 7 sages.
We got so many sages. Yeah. So Steve, what's the thing you see on the way over to Emmeline?
There is a kind of a demonic looking being. It's whether he's an actual demon is hard to tell. But he's definitely demon looking and has the vibe. And there's also kind of
red horns, cloven hooves. Yeah.
And there's and a kind of an angelic looking creature, which and again these are the more the realistic versions from the Bible.
Like a throne angel or just like a dude with wings?
Oh no, like many eyes.
Okay, yeah. Throne angel.
Yeah. And they are they are actually doing a troubadour act.
Okay. All right.
Doing comedy and
it's like Punch and Judy. But they're the demon and an angel being the puppeteers. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. It's in a language.
Apparently, it's like a tongue-in-cheek battle between good and evil.
Yeah. It's in an odd language. Probably, we'll just say Draconic. That's sort of like the official language of that. But there's a big crowd of aliens and mystics watching to some amusement.
Some taking notes.
Yeah, some taking notes. There's a big tip jar that people are actually tipping in there, and then they get blessed or cursed. Hey,
you want a blessing? You want a curse? Come on.
No, these are English. Oh, would you? It would be quite nice if you would tip us. It's yeah. Anyways,
please, sir. Some curses.
Yes. So, do you see anybody you recognize on the way?
Let's see.
Darlington.
Yes, actually. So,
okay.
Okay.
I'll just say, what do they look like?
It's actually what was the creature right now? I was trying to think.
Can you have a few bars?
Sorry. Yeah, Link's going through there. Oh no. It is basically a tech wizard. I forgot what the feline species in here was.
You just say cat person.
Yeah, this cat person. Yeah. But specifically a mammal, a palace cat. That's named Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy specifically. The thing about there is they look permanently pissed off no matter what. Mm-hmm. But the minute that he actually waves right now, it's like he looks over me, screams my name, just like in a growl, starts stomping over. In probably one of the most threatening motions anyone's seen, I'm actually standing still, smiling and I don't know how these two are reacting.
Okay, yeah, you can both see that Darlington is not reacting to the big cat person, palace cat looking techno wizard heading over to Darlington.
He pissed off a cat.
Yeah,
but the minute he gets there, giant bear hug.
All right, yeah. So, what are you doing here, you old? You old fumbling mage apprentice.
So again, for a fact, right now I haven't crossed the threshold of 10 yet. But it's like no, nothing. That's right now. We're that's like on an errand that required me to be here. So
yeah. Well, we should catch up, have some drinks.
Well, true. So that would be at least a great now. Although since I did bump into you right now, and thankfully that's like sitting off of the restrictions of our normal things, of the normal ones, because I was not going to give any money to to officials right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one PPE off and slip it to him.
Yeah, you charge up one of his techno wizard devices.
Yeah. So
all right,
there. And it's like are researching, at least trying to find somebody else who has gone through here, or meeting with a contact right now. What can you tell me about Emmeline?
Oh, Emmeline. Yeah, she's a new player. Make a lot of big moves. I think she's not from this universe, but I mean, she's really good at techno wizardry. In fact, she likes to experiment and make prototypes.
I mean, who doesn't? But
well, yeah, and she's always looking for people to test them out. So
at least doing test subjects right now. Is she even paying them at all, or is this just
not? Sometimes I don't pay attention too much because I got my own work to do. But I mean, nothing nothing that's blown up into a catastrophe or anything. But like, I just hear that she's always looking for prototypers or testers, and there's a steady trickle of them, but like not, she wants more done, or she wants maybe better test subjects, people who are more competent than just the layabouts you get around here. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of techno. Let's be honest, a lot of the people here just love to sit in the factory, work on things for 10 hours a day, then go home and watch the fucking devil plays. They don't have any real ambition. So yeah.
No, I guess at least not. And if she's crossing over from another universe right now, possibly trying to test things out that weren't maybe legal in her own. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything's legal here, basically.
Yeah, that's for better or for worse. So, but, well, if nothing else, thank you so much again right now. And, watch out, tapping whichever device I charged up to. That may run a little hot, given the charge. So.
Yeah, see what I mean? This bum is just sabotaging me.
Yes.
Gremlin here.
So, granted, it can be thrown up as a potential grenade if you do one. So,
in
an emergency.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
So that's why I explained myself now too, because there's a whole story about radiation afterwards right now. But you'll be fine.
Yeah, I was just looking at radiation.
Poor Phil.
Yeah. So the three of you get to Emmeline's house.
Tumor.
It looks like an elegant. I mean, none of you know about anything about Earth's architectural history, but so you don't. It looks like a really fancy building, and it's very well maintained.
It's got four walls and everything.
It's got four walls and everything, and a roof and windows. There's a couple of like clockwork looking machines guarding the grounds. It has a little garden out front. Like this, she's doing very well for herself to afford a house. The nice part of Stormspire,
Oh, I'm sure this was all obtained legitimately.
In a place like this, it'd have to be.
Oh, for sure.
It's not like there's a government to take anything away from you.
I mean, there is a government, but they're like libertarian, like protect property rights, and that's about it. Like shoot thieves and anyone causing troubles or thing. That's about it.
Yes, I believe the actual.
And enforce contracts. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I believe the actual, as I've been told, the lay of the land and the actual contract of that would be "fuck you, got mine."
Mm-hmm. So, the clockwork mechanisms recognize you. You are visitors from our mutual friend Ragnar, correct?
Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You are welcome in this house. Please do not brandish weapons.
Oh, understood.
Keep them on your person. The lady will give you permission to use them if you need them, but do not wield them openly.
No point for that. Nothing bad's happening yet.
Do not use offensive abilities of any nature, or the automated defense systems may activate. We are not responsible for their usage.
So, understood.
Like,
Thank you.
By entering this house, you agree to these terms.
terms
and conditions, yeah. So you're let into the very elegant foyer. It's all gilded in gold and brass, and like very Earth listeners might recognize it as Art Deco design, a very sophisticated cosmopolitan.
OMG.
But you're like, boy, this looks cool, or not? I don't know.
Like, be a great place for a fight.
Yeah,
you could swing on that chandelier there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you think that's cool, or did you like, oh, this is gauche, this is ugly?
I don't think that would be weight bearing too.
I'm discussing it in terms of like, okay, fight potential here to make an awesome battle is definitely at least 8.
8 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Emmeline comes down the staircase. She, dressed kind of like, again, you would recognize it as flapper sort of attire, but she has a necklace just radiating magical energy that, Daryl and Darlington can both recognize.
I think there's something about that necklace, guys.
Oh, no, it just looks like a nice necklace to you. But, yeah, it's brimming with an invisible magical energy.
I honestly like... Okay.
Yep.
It's a power source, if not a gen. It's like it's a power source specifically, if not an actual conductor.
Hello, I'm Emmeline. I'm so glad to have more friends of the Tomorrow Legion here.
Everyone needs friends.
Yes. I don't know if your superiors were told you, but right now our contract, my contract with them is to provide you housing and also to vouch for you as long as you do not do anything untowards in the city limits, i.e. I assume you would not be so foolish as to attempt to steal anything from here or commit violence upon any person within city limits.
I stole some meat when I was a kid. My grandma never let me forget it.
Fascinating. Thank you.
Thank you. It is, isn't it? Thank you.
Grandma was we will be keeping we will be keeping any that's like salvage operations down to a minimum, if nothing else. So
yes, I can point you in the direction of where you can find out information. I assume whatever errand you're here on, that you may need more on the ground information. I could also provide information, but that information will require negotiations now. If you want my assistance in beyond these two things, these two very valuable things, I'll have you know, I will be happy to do some, but we'd have to negotiate that personally. So, but yes, if you're hungry, we could have some tea time. I could have some, and one of my butler here, another like floating butler, like imagine a robot but without legs, just a little hover thing, and he's painted to look like a butler, but still like gold and like with like a painted on black suit, the butler here will be able to show you to your rooms if you need anything from him. Yes, I'm quite busy with my work, as I'm sure Darlington here would understand. A techno wizard's work is never done, only postponed. But yes, do you have any requests from me?
You have a kitchen in here?
Oh, yes.
Sweet. Can I look at it?
Of course, yes. I mean, I did provide. This is for room and housing and board and housing, food. So yes, if you want to cook something, the kitchen is fully stocked.
I do have a specific request. I don't know if that was put through, that my room be outfitted with a generator to be able to recharge on a nightly basis.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. Yes, I have energy to spare. I'm happy to do. Yes. Did you need anything?
Are the rooms soundproof?
Not entirely. They're quite well insulated from the outside, but they're not entirely soundproof.
Do you have any opposition to live
I
music?
do have a testing chamber that is soundproof in the basement, actually, now that I think about it.
No, I was just going to ask, do you have any opposition to live music?
Not after 11 p.m.
Okay.
But yes, I assume the contract is for 2 weeks, after which we'll have to renegotiate if you want to stay longer. But I honestly assumed you would only be staying here briefly and then heading out.
As soon as we find out whatever information that we require right now. Although that being said, though, for your sources have stopping right now because we weren't supposed to tell her about anything. So. Okay.
Well, I mean, you could ask her about one of the two people you know about that are of interest, and she wouldn't know what you want to do with them, but she could tell you. She may know how to find them.
Okay. Yes, if you have any sources right now, basically, we're looking for more information about like a person of interest. One, Taria Murphy. and then one shifter that goes by the name of Eddie the Dead.
Ah, yes. I've heard of both, actually. They've been both making a lot of news lately.
Really?
Yes. I could tell you... Well, we could do a little quid pro quo.
Okay.
I have a device I would like tested. And I'd be happy to tell you what I know about both of them if at least one of you could test this device.
Okay, well, on that point, what is the nature of the device? So,
it's actually it's not nothing dangerous, at least I think.
It's a lament configuration.
Oh, you've heard of those?
Like Grandma used to tell me stories.
Oh, do you know where any are? I've heard that. I've heard rumors.
She said she had to banish one somewhere into the deepest, darkest pits of the nine hells.
Ah, fascinating. Well, unfortunately, that is a little outside of my budget to mount an expedition there.
But that turned out to be too hard, so she just threw it in the ocean.
Oh, well, then someone's probably found it then.
Oh, no doubt.
There's a lot under the ocean.
Oh, she used to, she had me on her knees. She told me that thing's going to find its way into some crazy person's hand, and demons are going to come. Mm-hmm. Like always, it's a circle of life. It
is the circle of life. So it's meant to be a toy or an amusement for the very rich.
It sounds like a lament configuration.
It does. I know it does. But
what's your pleasure?
It's far more benign. At least that is my intention. It is meant. It is. Butler, could you go get it? And the butler floats off. It is meant to be a storytelling device for the rich. It is meant to generate a story to amuse the user, but simply narrating a story is not enough. Even providing illusionary visual accompaniment or music is not enough. So so the butler comes back with this giant book, but made of metal, with little gears and stuff, and it's got little crystals pulsing in it. You open the book and you'll be immersed in a false reality, an illusionary reality where you're the protagonist. And you'll experience an entire narrative. Your perception of time will be compressed. It should be quite amusing. Of course.
So it comes out like an adventure you choose.
Yes, something like that. Although that's the thing, I haven't quite figured out the mechanism of how to guide. It kind of generates a story without letting the person using it pick a story. So I'm kind of figuring if I could observe other people trying it out, I could figure out how to fine tune it so they could pick what kind of narrative they want to be immersed in.
So the question being, though, is this actually physically transports you to this, or is it?
Oh, it's all sensory.
Ah, okay.
It's an illusion. You just kind of stand there and drool for the outside world. And that's another thing I'm trying to fix.
Lord knows I've done that a lot.
Yeah. So, if one of you wants to try it out, I'll be happy to tell you.
Well, in turn right now, as fascinated as I am about this, I may be able to sweeten the deal by assisting you having another pair of eyes to be able to analyze this for potential, modifications.
I just need to fine tune it. But yes, I would like if then one of your other compatriots would have to use it.
Sure, why not? I'm here to be helpful.
Yes, thank you. I can see you're a man of fine taste and talent and bravery too. What was the name? Daryl. Hi, Daryl. I'm Emmeline. I'm pleased to meet you. Yes, just open the book up, and Darlington and I will be observing you and to figure out how we can fix these two, being able to choose the narrative and fixing the drooling problem. That's what I'm focused on right now. But, All right, so Daryl, you open up the book and give me a spirit test.
Yes. Good thing, spirits. My D10 roll.
You also get your D6 too.
Yeah. Well, that was a 1 versus the 7 on the.
Yeah, so you probably went to 7. Yeah. You don't panic, you don't freak out, but there's just a blink of light, and you're somewhere else. So Steve, where is Daryl waking up into? What kind of narrative has he been thrown into?
This guy's a film noir.
Film noir. All right. You're in a world of black and white, and you're wearing a trench coat and a fedora. Do you recognize?
The worst outcome.
It's period specific. You're fine.
If you want to make a common knowledge check, you can see if you recognize what a fucking film noir is. Otherwise, it's just this is weird. Am I colorblind for some reason?
Explodes.
And it falls off the table. That counts as a double explosion.
6.
Yeah. So you actually know what film noirs. You've seen them. Like the pre-riff movies are those are the kind of movies that are preserved and saved and played back. So you've seen them before. So you get a kind of sense. So you're the private eye. What's the case?
Stolen necklace.
Stolen necklace. Oh shit. And who's the thief you think at first? And then Darlington, who's the real thief? What's the twist?
Primary suspect is the butler.
The primary suspect is the butler. All right. And who's the real thief?
Oh, actually, yeah, the real thief. Let's see. Oh, it wasn't the butler. It wasn't the valet. It wasn't the wealthy. That's like the wealthy automobile magnate. No, none of that at all. It was the queen.
Oh God, the queen did it. All right.
We are not amused.
Yeah, she's visiting, and yeah,
it's Queen Victoria.
It's Queen Victoria. Yeah, no, this is getting a little weird.
Trips. What the fuck do we expect?
Yeah. So there's a big dramatic showdown on a rainy night on the top of the Empire State Building. You and Queen Victoria. And let's see here. So, and she had a personal connection to you. Oh yeah, you used to be partners during the war for some reason. And she's out on a ledge yelling at you about how could you? But she just needs to get back. She needs the necklace. Come on, we worked together well once upon a time. Why you got to do me like this? Let's just let it go. Let it go. And
I'm giving you one more chance to let it go. Click.
All right, yeah. And she falls with the necklace in hand and falls onto a car below as a saxophone plays in the background. And yeah.
Long live the queen.
Long live the queen. All right.
I am not amused.
All right. Dan and... okay, now you make a techno wizardry check.
Okay. So that...
I think you have a D8 in it.
Yep.
Your arcane background.
Yep.
Yeah. 0. D8 and a D6.
Let's see. I'll take the 5 on that. So.
Okay. With the 5, you can fix one of the problems.
Okay. So, looking into it, yeah. So
drooling or picking the narrative.
Picking the narrative too, because that's specifically she wanted to. Like drooling could be a side effect at this point. So
okay, all right, yeah. So you snap out of it. You felt like for you like days, like you experienced the whole thing, but it was like a minute, just enough for you to get a nice thing of drool going.
Yeah. I see what's going on right now. At this point, it is the. That's like it is the particular frequency of these two crystals that are not allowing the person's that's like REM cycle, which is what you're tapping into here for this particular portion of it. It's not that it is that's like letting that take over, which is just normal brainwave pattern. If you were in fact to switch it over by at least a couple of degrees in the wavelength, you should be able to actually initiate a that's like a lucid dreaming state, which should allow the person to fully navigate the story right now and make it their own.
All right, very good. So she takes your input into that. Just like thank you, invaluable. Daryl, you made your spirit check, so you're not like scared or freaked out or anything. But how does this impact you? Like,
I'm just going to be randomly hearing saxophone music in the background.
All right, take a Betty point. Take an extra Betty, and also take one for Long Live the Queen. There, Aaron. So, and you can if you ever want to like intentionally flub a notice check, just say you can't hear anything because of the saxophone music, then I'll give you another Betty point. So, Emmeline, thanks you. Says, well, I can tell you what I know about both of them. Eddie the Dead, I believe he's some kind of undead. He comes from another universe, ruled actually by the where Britannia rules over all. I believe he is trying to build up an army so he can go invade his homeworld and free it from an immortal tyrant, the Iron Lady, I think it is. Anyway, he slaughters innocent people to build up it to when you kill them, the amount of energy in them doubles, which can be used for a ritual if you cast it quickly enough. So he kills people so he gains energy to summon demons to build up his army. I do know that he is based in Shadow Village, but he's not there frequently. It's more of a home base. He goes to resupply, but if you go there, you can certainly find people who know where he will be. But Shadow Village is a dangerous place. There are lots of shifters there, and there's also temporal raiders. But they are all sort of in a rivalry, not like bloodshed, but they like sabotaging each other. So I would suggest finding a temporal raider there, and perhaps you can find out his current location. Now, of course, he'll undoubtedly want something in return, but... and I don't know if you can trust a temporal raider, but there's that. But Tarja is a mercenary. Her village was wiped out by Eddie's forces, and she has rumors that she's become an unkillable, just a killing machine with a magically enchanted shotgun and chainsaw, and dispatching all kinds of monsters and demons. Yes. But I do know she has some associates. There are two here in town because she went here a lot to get weapons and armor and ammo. We sell mundane technological stuff too. The first is a fixer who goes by Doc Beast, although he sometimes travels around. I don't know exactly where he is, but I know he's based here. But the other one definitely lives in here. I could introduce you. You did so well. He is a vampire, though. His name is... He calls himself now Blood Sabbath. He is... I don't know exactly what he does. He used to be a human mercenary, but he got bit, and now he just kind of is here. But he seems to know a lot of people. I think he... Well... Yeah, we go to the what is the name of that nightclub he runs? The Masquerade. Yes, he. The look Dan is giving me.
And then we step in there, Molotov gone.
Yeah. Certainly.
Get the squirt guns.
Yeah. Certainly either of them could help you, but they are fairly loyal to Tarja, so you'd have to be pretty convincing. But they would know where she is. But she's looking for Eddie. So you find Eddie and wait and stay near him long enough, Tarja will show up. I think it's only a matter of time. So, but yeah, either way.
In that case, would you excuse us for a moment so we can confer?
Of course.
So
I've been in the kitchen the whole time.
Okay. Oh yeah, what are you cooking?
Charcuterie board.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
I actually have it where I can do it.
You do know she has one section of the larder, the refrigerator. She has a walk-in refrigerator. There's one section of it that's locked. But yeah, other than that, there's a lot of you get all the stuff at charcuterie board. Regular ingredients are there.
And I can actually roll.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see how well I do.
All right.
5?
Yeah. Competently done charcuterie board.
The presentation is key.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your plating is excellent. Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
Who's that?
Actually, no. Gordon Ramsay would say it's acceptable. You have to get a raise to impress Gordon Ramsay. He's a warlord in the England. Very
tracks.
Very dangerous. Yeah.
You fucking donkey.
Oh yeah, basically. So not that Maddie's got me hooked on the trash of Kitchen Nightmare and MasterChef. So anyway,
wait, who's the idiot sandwich?
No, not us.
That's an execution method.
Yeah, so all three can talk. You have a nice charcuterie board to eat. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
I think potentially a three-pronged approach might behoove us on this one. In particular, with the vampire. Mm-hmm. I know I could potentially talk to them right now and maybe be safer right now.
Grandma told me never trust a vampire.
Well, it's true right now, considering that the fluids right now that I have right now are biological in nature, but specifically don't count as blood. So I may be safer around them.
Okay, so you can go do the interview with a vampire.
I feel like that's a reference to something, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, Grandma mentioned about something like that.
Uh-huh.
But in turn,
It
right
is
now,
a world of darkness, I would have to
So-
say.
So the game now becomes
Right.
how long until we just shut off the recorder and walk away?
No, never. The ride never ends, Aaron. The ride never ends.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But in turn, we could. That's like, and you could. That's like you and Steve.
I can go confer with Doc Beast.
No.
So with Doc Beast right now, or like with the other ones. Although, in all honesty, I don't think it's a great idea for any of us to walk into.
This is the option that we can just find and kill Eddie.
Given the fact of how many shifters might be around, that's gone through. And have you ever fought one before?
I mean, it's not a good dude, so I figured we'll muddle through it somehow.
Yeah, we can take our guns and pop, Bob's your uncle. There we go.
Well, if they're still there in the first place right now, they're kind of dealing teleportation, which is an issue. So, or at least the ones I've been in count of, and then ran away from very quickly.
Well, the trick is to vaporize their head before they can do that.
Do any of you have the battle skill? That's like knowledge of tactics and stuff like that.
I do not.
Okay.
I'm just good at. I'm blunt.
Yeah, we need to look up. I do need to look up the advancement rules, and I will do that so that you guys can start advancing your characters.
So we're not just stagnant.
Yeah. But you can, if not, you could actually you could all roll it untrained. You roll your d6, and then you get a -2 on your. You get a -2 on it, but you get your d6 and your d4. So if you roll basically the highest in either one, you succeed.
Got a 5 on the DS6, so it's
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, you don't. Nothing comes to your mind, but yeah, there might be. Yeah, the thing is, Blood Sabbath and Doc Beast only will help you find Tarya. The lead you have for Eddie the Dead is going to Shadow Village, which is at least a couple of days of traveling. It is further in the dangerous magic zone. So yeah,
Danger zone.
yeah.
Yep.
So it is a zone of danger.
It is magic, and it is dangerous magic. Therefore, it is a danger zone. Yes.
I mean, we already did that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
true.
lame.
You did. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah, you did.
That was kind of lame.
Yeah. So yeah, you can talk to Doc Beast. You can talk to Blood Sabbath at the same time. It's in the city limits. It's easy to find both of them. Because Ameline was so impressed with your extra help. And yeah, Steve, what do you want to do? Do you want to follow one of them, or do you want to?
I'll follow him.
Okay. All right. So both of you going to Doc.
His grandma said never go near a vampire unless you plan on killing him.
Well, that's where Darlington's going.
I know, that's why I don't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
My grandma, by the way, has said many, many things.
She just talked all the goddamn time. It sounds like. Yeah.
And since we live like Grackle could live up to 200, she's still saying a lot of things.
All right. Okay, so we'll do you two first. Doc Beast. He is a retired mercenary. He's a fixer. So a fixer here in Stormspire would be working in an office, like just a regular. It's not really a shadowy job when there's very little in the way of law enforcement. Like you just come in here. Hey, I need some stuff smuggled in the coalition. Oh yeah, we here's our pay rate sheet.
You want that? We know we got it.
Yeah, we got it. So yeah, he has a secretary. The secretary is a cyborg, like half conversion.
How'd she get this job?
Doc Beast is one of the few people who doesn't like look down on technological people. Actually, Aaron, can you get me one too?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
Right. No. Hi there.
Hi.
We would love to see Doc Beast.
And who are you?
I'm Steve, and that's Daryl.
Okay. And what is this about?
We're interested in helping one of his associates.
That's it. That's exactly it right there.
Which associate? Is that for Steve? Or is that for Doc Beast?
Yes.
Well,
as you can see by the build and appearance of my friend here, that we are not opposed to renting out our services.
roll persuasion.
I'm glad you can do that.
I technically can, can't I?
No, actually, I technically could, but I'm terrible at it.
Do you have a D4 in it?
I do.
I have a
Well,
D6.
that's, as long as it's not untrained, yeah.
But that D6 exploded for a 10.
Okay, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
It is true. I am rather big.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I can see that. He is meeting with a client now, but if you wait here for a little bit, we can fit you right in.
Delightful.
Yeah, it's delightful. So meanwhile, Darlington, you go to the Masquerade, which is a converted warehouse, and there's a line out the door of partygoers or people wanting to get in. The bouncer is a gargoyle, which in Rifts is like a 10-foot tall humanoid gargoyle. They're very scary things. You've probably seen one here before, but yeah.
They're mainly in Europe.
They're mainly in Europe, but this one's here. And no one is willing to, everyone's very polite around the gargoyle. So you can wait in line patiently to get in, or you could try and talk to the bouncer and get in, or bypass the line.
I'm not Rod, you don't need to do anything for me, but if this gargoyle had a German accent, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So would that be a knowledge occult or knowledge arcana to know what actually a gargoyle would like?
Knowledge occult, yeah.
Okay. So
arcana is specific to magic. Occult would be more like beings and
gotcha.
creatures.
Cool. I can do that. I'm glad I took it.
The last thing you want to do is annoy a gargoyle. It gets very terrible.
Yeah.
So that was a 6 on my D6, and I got a 6 on the D8. So
okay.
So the D6 exploding. So roll it again.
2.
Okay. So 8. You. Gargoyles are pretty simple-minded creatures. They're at least this one. He's not a gargoyle. You can tell this is a warrior, not a lord. Lords are more ambitious, and but these guys are like warriors. They are. They have human intelligence, but they're not exceptional. And I mean, they're not dumb, but they're not super geniuses like dragons can be, right? But they're adjacent. They like treasure. They like power. They like cool weapons. They like blowing things up and chopping up their enemies, and simple in some ways. So if you wanted to bribe them, just flat out money would work. You could give them make him you could try and trick him. He would probably know what techno wizard weapons are and know the difference between the temporary ones you can make and the permanent ones you can make. But if you used one of your temporary ones and then persuade him, well, no, that's a good one, you could probably get in. So a flashy weapon,
see, I think
especially a melee weapon, yeah.
Truth, but also we'll see about that.
Like a baseball bat that explodes the heads of anything it strikes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could arm wrestle one.
So you'd have to lie. You basically have to use one of your gadget making things, which I think you can do 4 times a session.
Yes.
And then make a persuade check to convince him it's real. Is basically Or you could just flat out bribe him, and your persuade check would be how much you have to pay.
Okay.
The higher you make it, the less you have to pay.
Instead of lying to, because that's actually going to be something specific. So I'm actually going to try another angle on this, that I will actually create a device that will be a little more helpful to him.
Well, I mean, the problem is it doesn't matter what you create. The problem is the ones you make on the fly are temporary.
Oh, I know. That's fine.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely fine, but this will be the discussion right now, that once essentially making it, but once I give it to him as part of the bid saying, unfortunately, these are on temporary right now, but all the schematics are here, so if you would like to, if this works well enough for you, you can take this to another mage who that's like to create a more permanent version. I
mean, you could try that.
Yeah. So just out of generalized honesty. So, all right. No, in turn right now, since this is a vampire club, is this known as a vampire club?
You don't know. You didn't ask. That would be a common knowledge check.
Okay. All right. I'll roll that. So,
all right.
Glad to have a lot of D8s in those. So.
You pumped that up?
Knowledges. So.
Yeah.
4. So.
No, it's just there's not enough vampires to make that proper. Vampires are very rare in this part of the country. And they tend to hide out. There's one of the few places they can actually be known publicly that there's a vampire.
Okay.
But it's the allure of a vampire club, for people, for posers, but also demons, and it's a bar for darker magical beings and people who like hanging out with darker magical beings.
And lawyers.
Well, yeah. So yeah. It's I'm not saying they don't have they definitely do have blood rave nights. But yeah. They have fly. In fact, that's what that dragon was passing out on flyers was blood rave night at the Masquerade.
Don't show up.
No, show up. It's all human blood. Delicious human blood.
But yeah, no, I will go ahead and
Daft Punk. The ghosts of Daft Punk. We bound their souls to their instruments. They're our slaves, and they must perform for us. Yeah. So,
but yeah, no, I will actually go ahead.
Harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in particular, right now, I am actually going to go ahead and create not this one's weapon right now, but actually that's like a magic tech that's like weapons detector. So you can basically not have to worry about people sneaking anything else that they should.
Yeah, I forgot. Do you have to make a check to? Yeah, you have to make a check.
Yeah, I think that's a techno wizard to make a check, and I do have the gadgeteer. Or sorry, it was. Let's see, because it was
the techno wizard
arcane machinist, which was the gadgeteer version of that. So.
Mm-hmm. We're learning about this thing. So, arcane machinist, yeah. To produce a gadget available, creating requires a techno wizardry skill check and -1 per rank. The power is above their own. So we'll say that's fine. You don't have to. It's a standard check.
Yeah. So all right, cool. All right. I forgot. I could for bennies. Can I throw those in?
Bennies are spent after the fact.
Okay, that's
to reroll. There are other benefits too. You can reroll. You can recover from shaken. Attempt to soak damage. Draw a new action card. Basically, get a new initiative thing. Reroll damage. Regain 5 power points, or influence the story.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right.
So you need a 4.
Yeah, and I'm going to reroll that. So that was not great. So really would like that better.
Mm-hmm.
He's okay.
I'll take a 5. So.
All right. Yeah, you make it. It works. Standard. Detect magic, detect arcana.
Yeah.
Which is definitely one of the things you can do. Detect conceal arcana. Yeah. So you make it. What does it look like?
So it just actually looks like a simple rod. That's like, so somebody you can do. No, I didn't want to make this too complicated.
Like a metal detector one.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, similar right now, except just. And more of just a stick right now that has copper inlay going around in different parts. But if you put it near any weapon right now, it'll start basically twisting, showing sparks, and making a very loud, obnoxious whistle. So basically, just like a foghorn going off.
Okay.
So,
well, actually, it's a detect magic weapon thing rather than just regular weapon. So,
yeah,
because that's a detect weapon is not like one of your default powers.
Oh, I know. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying for techno magic stuff.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it works like that. It'll work for a couple days. I think it's like 2d6 days, and then it'll break down. And you take it to the gargoyle. Like, yeah, what you want?
So, I was wondering right now if you were having any particular issues right now. I'll be honest right now. I'm looking for a trade to be able to get in since I would like to talk to somebody in the club right now. But
yeah.
Give you something.
Everyone want to talk. Everyone want in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. But it's like thinking of a trade here too. So
trash.
That's like a specific trade here. Considering right now, it's probably hard to get past people right now who might get weapons in here because you're good, but things.
I'm
happen,
very good at my job. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm hoping to make it easier, aren't you? Holding out this point. This is a particular that's like magical weapons detector.
Yeah. This is one of those temporary things that breaks down after you leave?
It is temporary, unfortunately, but the thing about it is that all the circuitry and everything else particularly is inlaid for the design. And I'm offering it to you right now to be able to I can guarantee this is replicatable for a permanent one if it works well enough for you.
Yeah, roll persuade.
All right.
This is gonna have a -2 penalty.
Oh yeah, I forgot my D6.
Because this is not a great sell. Like,
that
was a critical failure.
Yeah,
all right.
Can I re-roll that on the bending?
You can.
Okay, good.
Fuck
that. No.
I mean,
it'd be funny.
Yeah. It would be funny. It would be funny. I know what you would do. You would break it over your head.
But that's a 6.
All right, re-roll it.
3. So with the -4, that'll be 7.
That could be useful. How hard it would be for other to make it from this?
It's a fairly simplistic design, so honestly, it shouldn't be hard right now. And I would say a decent techno wizard would probably be able to produce this within a few days, if not a week.
Okay. Slow night anyway. Okay, I guess you go in.
Thank you. Oh, also it's right now too. Pointing that's out right now too. Also, if I need to leave this with you right now, pointing out the TK revolver.
Oh no! You look delicate. You need that.
Oh well, no. Okay. I'm pretty sure them nonetheless right now. But go ahead and point it. So.
Okay.
And it starts going off and making noise. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. I know if you lie, I would have found you. Yeah, it's all good.
No, right now. Thank you very so much. Right now. Also, red suits you well as a suit color. So
Yeah, thank you. I know, thank you.
I think about like an intelligent guard. Didn't see that coming.
All right, yeah, you get into the nightclub, into the masquerade. Looks like it's Blood Rave night though. It hasn't started yet, but there's a countdown on a big techno wizard display, which is like a little it's a little demon taking numbers down and putting.
Well, if I had technically had blood, I would probably be worried. So.
Why does the bass line sound squeaky?
I don't think it's. It definitely was Daft Punk. Who was it? New World Order that did the original Blade song. It's definitely that. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that's what's playing. It's they love it. So meanwhile, though, you two, the cyborg secretary receptionist, motions for you, and at a nice little office is Doc Beast, who is a 7th scarred Simvan warrior.
Those guys.
Yeah, one of those guys. He's also wearing a suit, smoking a cigar, and looks exhausted from a long day of negotiating stuff. He has a big complex radio set up that's plugged into a phone, so he can make his business calls from anywhere in the region, and over secured encrypted radio. He has the encrypted radio skill and radio basic. Palladium jokes. I got them. So anyways, he's like,
we got him.
Yeah, we got him. So, hey, you two look like you got solid people here. I could tell.
Yeah. My friend here is when things need to go wrong, and I'm here when things don't need to.
Are you carrying your fiddle around? Is it in a fiddle case?
Yes.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I see. I looked at you in the security footage. I see, that's a man with a fiddle walking around here. Even with a big guy like that, that's you got something going on with that fiddle. Am I wrong?
I deal with the people that try to mess with the fiddle.
But it's not just a fiddle, right?
No.
It's a fiddle.
Is it?
I mean, it's more about what I do with the fiddle.
There you go. There it is. See that? There's something. I knew there was a gimmick. I knew there was a thing. I can spot these things from my years. I can eyeball a fella and just know. So anyway, you said you want to help one of my associates.
Yes, lady friend of yours who has some business with the dead guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got a bone to pick with that dead guy too?
I mean, I don't like the cut of his jib.
Yeah, no, this our girl is, I think, our best shot at taking that guy down. He's been one of those guys that's big, that causes a lot of problems, but not big enough that anyone's had enough resources to take him down. Oh, the big players got better things. I mean, I hear he's friends with everybody in the city of Brass, so they love his work there. But
of course they would.
Yeah, but he's got his own thing going on. But yeah, no, all right. Okay, what are you proposing here?
We just want to offer our services to help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can put you into. I can radio her right now. If you're willing to make your pitch to her. I'd be checking you out, but I got a good feeling about you.
Look, I got a good feeling about you. You're not interested. It's like you didn't try to take the fiddle, so that's amazing.
No. I'm not so. No. This is I'm a classy person here, and I just know that somebody walking around Stormspire with a fiddle has got something going on.
No, that is true.
Yeah.
And the last person that tried to steal the fiddle now dribbles when he smiles.
Oh yeah. See, I knew it. All right. Yeah. No, I'm willing to. Because I know you're not going to be goons working for Eddie. Because I know Eddie knows about her. So anyway, but there's no way you're working for Eddie.
No.
Yeah, because if you were and something happened to Tar, I know enough that I could find you no matter where you go.
We also have a pulse, and that's not really Eddie's MO.
Oh, Eddie can do that. Eddie, everyone knows about his demons. Everyone thinks he's just a demon guy, but no, Eddie will work with other people. Because all those people he kills, he takes everything they have. So he's...
Well, what else you do?
Yeah, well...
You always take what they got.
Some of those psychos don't. They're just crazy. Anyways, I'm just saying, if anything happens to her because of you, I will find you and have you killed. Just so you know. That's just protocol. I feel like I have to say that.
I mean, that's just standard.
Okay. All right. So we're clear. Yeah, I know. But some people you have to say it. You just... It's
I've been there.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, he gets on the radio, dials it up, and puts it on conference call mode. Because that's how radios work.
Techno Wizard conference call.
Techno Wizard conference call. Yeah. That's my next vaporwave band. And a harsh sounding woman comes on the line. It's like, what do you got for me, Doc? Hey, Talia, you was looking for help. I got some volunteers here. He points at you two. Yeah?
I wave.
It's a radio. You gotta talk.
Like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, so who am I talking to?
My name's Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
I have recently gotten into the business of eliminating things that want to hurt and take advantage of people. And I heard that you have some business to pick with someone who likes to hurt and take advantage of people.
Yeah?
So I would like to offer our services.
Who you with?
We've worked with the Tomorrow Legion a time or two.
Okay. Well, if I run that name by them, they're going to recognize it?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that other person I heard?
That's Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Hi, Steve. Yeah.
He's the guy we use when things have to go wrong. I'm the guy that you want around in case things go wrong.
Yeah, okay. I actually... a trusted source told me I should be looking out for some friends on the horizon.
Everyone needs friends.
Yeah. I will give you some coordinates. And you head to those coordinates. And maybe I'll be there. I'm going to see if you're really who you say you are. And if you are, then I'll be there. If not, well, you had a nice hike.
Yeah, if you have any trouble finding us, I'll probably be playing some music for you.
Okay, well, I'll be finding you. You go to those coordinates, get there. You should be able to get there in like 30 hours or so, or faster if you got a vehicle. But yeah, day and a half, you should be there. But I'll check you out, and we'll talk in person. All right.
All right.
Okay.
We are professionals.
Meanwhile, you're in the masquerade. Blood rave, the blood rave is going to start in like 20 minutes.
Just as a curiosity, since I have infravision, how many of these are people are actually showing up very dead or not having any kind of body?
Give me a notice check.
All right.
-2 because it's a crowded nightclub.
Okay.
It is about 2:30. It is only about half.
Are you undead? Because you have to tell me if you're undead.
Yeah, that's only a 3 on there with the -2. So
yeah. There's some are definitely not warm. Mm-hmm. Some are warm. Some are very warm.
Do we have a physical description on Blood Sabbath?
No. He runs the nightclub.
Okay.
So yeah.
So at least I guess go over to the. Let's go over to the bar specifically. Mm-hmm. So get one of the bartenders across the way too, and it's like. Excuse me right now. I'm looking for the proprietor of the club.
Okay. So a female-looking demon was like, "Hey there, what are you drinking?"
Oh, yes, I actually should be drinking something right now for a car's sake right now. Actually, what is the most intoxicating thing that you have on the menu?
We have the special pre-riffs liquor. It's called Malort.
No, it's okay. Well, obviously
wow.
never tried that. So.
Nothing in post-apocalyptic future can get you as drunk as Malord. No wonder why this place is miserable.
Although, I do have a question about that, though. Is there any challenges behind this alcohol?
No, most of this crowd doesn't drink alcohol, to be fair.
No, I kind of actually expected that, too.
But you look like you couldn't handle those.
So... In what way? So, other than just being blood-based, I assume, for the vampire?
Oh, no, not just blood-based. You can't, the kind of drinks that I have, babe, you couldn't handle.
Well, what is in it, if I request?
Well, it's an alchemist formula, so it's not exactly easy to recite.
Okay. So, I assume that's deadly to, probably deadly to most, that's mortal beings.
Oh, hell, for sure.
So, is it particularly because of poison?
Well, it's magical poison. It affects anything that draws magical energy.
Okay. I am immune to poison, though. So
she's told you what she told you, so...
Well, in that case, right now, like I said, I would. It's like if nothing else for entertainment value. If I can challenge that right now, could you grab the proprietor as soon as possible?
So you want to have
Well, might as well have fun in the city while you're.
All right. Let's see here. An old Hades. Yeah. So.
An old Hades town.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Ross Malort would be coalition liquor because it's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh God! Now Malort's fascist.
No. That the coalition banned it. It was too powerful. So Malort is for freedom fighters.
Freedom.
It's a way of building up solidarity
Fuck
for their
you.
comrades.
Fuck you.
Yeah. It's a bonding experience. So. She pours you it. It is a dark red liquid that smokes, even though it is cold to the touch, and sort of bubbles. And yeah,
what is this? El Diablo.
And then she says, "Well, sure. Why should Mr. Sabbath talk to you?"
Well, I have an inquiry about a common. That's like a common interest with ours too. Somebody that I am looking into meet up right now, and heard he was a good contact for.
Okay. But yeah, no. Let me see how you handle it, babe.
So, take it back. So, just the most mechanical drinking.
Okay, make a vigor check.
All right, vigor.
Yeah, with a
Okay. And do I get any bonuses because of my immunity?
No, this is magical poison, and it affects you because you have PPE. It targets your magical energy.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. That's a 6 that explodes. So that's 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're probably going to want to spend a Benny to soak this. This was a 19. So you take normally 2 wounds. If you spend a Benny, you can roll vigor again to soak that damage because the alchemist rolled very well making this.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So if I still roll 2 on that.
Shit.
Vigor plus your wild die. Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to spend a Benny to soak.
And I already did. So yes, I did.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure. 6 again.
All right.
11 again.
All right, you soak both of it actually. So you normally when you take damage, you just take it, but you can spend a Benny to soak the damage, which means you ignore it. So so it is a powerful affecting thing.
Oh, so see that's interesting because not only did I feel that making a potential attempt to rupture, that's like the I guess again what would count for my stomach right now, but it's more of kind of like a bioreactive core right now that
it affected the magical energy in you.
But it's a disruption effect too. That's actually very interesting too. Not sure if I could be able to do that again, but also an aftertaste of almonds.
I guess you are a little more than you look. My shift ends in a few hours if you want to reveal more.
Oh, proposition. So
let me go get the manager.
So, well, in case right now I can indulge that right now, what is your name?
It is Titania.
Titania. So, that's like Darlington. So,
hi, Darlington.
Yeah. Can I offer you sex in exchange for sex?
You are actually she tells you to go follow her to the office, and they're in the office, which looks strikingly normal for the rest of this gothic, techno gothic like hell dungeon theme that the Masquerade has going on, except with a very good fire suppression overhead, although it's not a fire suppression system. So
it's fine.
Yeah, there is Eddie.
That'd be a huge fucking liability for vampires in this.
Oh god.
So yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Oh god, that's like a gas chamber for them.
Well, if it's just filled with blood, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Blood Sabbath is a depressingly normal looking dude, aside from being absolutely pale. He has a little mustache and a little thin hair, and he's
jumping water.
Yeah, basically a little bit. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Well, Titania was impressed with you. What's your name?
Darlington.
Hi, Darlington. What could I do for you?
Well, I'm hoping I may be able to get some information from you or potentially a potential contact. So, That's like because of that's like interest right now that we're looking for my particular my cohorts and I'm looking for a woman by the name of Taria Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're looking to be able to establish communications with her in order to help with aligned interests. So,
wow, you're like the second person to come in tonight asking about her.
Well, I not to press the term, but I press it's like pressing considerations. But whom else was coming in to ask about her?
Well, that's pretty valuable information there.
Well, interns right now, but that's like I assume negotiation with the intern right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't offer you credits if necessary. I'm uncertain if
all
there's
right, roll
anything else.
persuasion, yeah.
So,
Money, money, money.
God, I do not have persuasion.
Weird. I'm going to do the most social thing. All right. Oh shit, I'm not good at the social thing. Like,
oh, phew, that's not a good roll. So better keep a penny on hand. Try something could go wrong. So
okay.
so
whatever you want.
What the hell? So
Okay.
nice
Yeah, you don't need those later on.
I can earn them through stupid acts.
Go big or go home.
Am I wrong?
Sure, you can.
I got a 4 on that. So there we go.
All right. 1,000 credits.
Definitely a bit pricey on there, but I can part with that. So since I have 5,000, thankfully, so
Yeah. So I don't know where Taria is. I know she still uses Doc Beast for logistical stuff. So, but the person who was asking about her was definitely lying about being a member of the Tomorrow Legion. Even I'm not dumb. I know the Tomorrow Legion's actually. Well, I'm not going to be so gush, but anyway, they give
Thank
them
you
more.
for your discretion.
They give you a little more of like vibes. Your vibes are a little more aligned. But anyways, they're asking about that, and my read on the situation is Taria's been close to getting Eddie the Dead. You've heard about that, right? I'm sure you have.
that was
Probably what you're here for.
interconnected information. Yes.
Yeah, so it's turned into a cat and mouse kind of thing, and they're Eddie's had a couple of close calls. So and everyone thinks Eddie only uses demons, but that's not true.
Really?
Eddie's hired some mercs, and also hired some people to watch out to make sure no one helps Taria. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. So the person was very normal looking dude, very plain looking, but I'm pretty sure that was an illusion. I didn't press it because I don't care that much. Taria and I go back, but business. He paid quite well for what little I could offer, which was more. I didn't offer much. Just that, she talks to Doc Beast, which is, I figure, public information anyway. But anyway, I would maybe be concerned now.
No, if something else was hiding their identity to do that. Although, and I apologize if I'm pressing on indiscretion right now, but I was like, even though they had it seems some sort of glamour spell over them to conceal the identity right now. You have higher senses right now as a vampire right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you notice right now in the olfactory sense?
Oh yeah, a lot of. If I had to pick a spell, I'd say something demonic.
Okay. Anything specific along a range?
So I don't think it's one of the mercs he hired. I think he's just sent some of his regulars to go out and make sure that no one's backing up Taria.
Okay, so at least, and again, since I so rarely come right now, are demonic mercenaries very common here?
Well, yeah, I mean, demons are. I mean, what is binding rituals other than the kind of mercenary contract? But yeah, no, I mean, he's got his own crew of demons that works with him, so it works for him. That he's bound over the years. But he's got some human or non-demon mercs working for him to deal with Taria, I think. I don't know how. But he's also got some demons. Keep an eye out in the cities looking for any information about people looking into him or people looking into Taria. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, at least that's very helpful, too. And in all honesty, I'm in all potential of glamours right now. Hopefully, my own eyes can maybe tell the difference a little bit there. So... or else, if nothing else, that's like a Maleficent. It's like detector, so to speak. Which, your bartender right now, she may be able to do more assistance right now, at least getting samples if necessary. So,
Tanya works for me, all right? She's got a full shift at the bar, all right?
Oh, I would.
What she does after her shift is her business. But,
absolutely. I would never even dream of taking away from your business or her livelihood. So my apologies if that was the concern. So I tend to go on as you know with us. So,
just be careful. There's probably eyes out looking for anybody asking about Eddie or Tarya.
So, all right.
As long as they don't touch the fiddle.
Yeah. So meanwhile, you two conduct your business with Doc Beast. Are you going back to Emmeline's place, or are you going to go to the Masquerade?
And we can go check out the Masquerade.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
It could be a hoot.
All right, both of you give me notice checks.
What is my notice?
Oh, that 4 exploded.
So did mine.
5. Good lord.
Jesus.
Okay.
21.
You see everything.
You do see everything. You're in a place where like the buildings are a little like tall, like they're like 1 to 6 stories tall. With a 21, you are eyes as you start walking towards the Masquerade. You hear a bit of rock, like something like fall to the ground, and you kind of look back for a second, and you kind of see there's steam coming from a building, and it kind of gets moved around, but you don't see anything, and so you realize there's a solid thing up on the second story, like a block behind you, moving, like following behind you.
We wouldn't have seen it if not for the steam.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're seeing molecules now.
Yeah, at this point. So, what are you doing next?
I'm going to burn a PPE to turn on my magic optic system.
All right.
And look in that direction.
Okay. You do that, and you see a demonic creature holding an energy rifle, aiming, and it is aiming at Steve. And is what do you do next?
I'm not allowed to use weapons in the town, correct?
Well, in self-defense, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, you don't know too much about how Stormspire works. You didn't look into that. Like, I mean, obviously, this thing is using.
We were told at the gate to not use weapons, or we would get gunned.
Yeah, that's true. You were told that. What are you doing next?
Can I banish at this range?
It's out of banishment range. Actually, no. You can boost to make that longer range. Look up the default range and see how much power.
What perks are amazing?
Well, it's a modifier.
Shut up. I like my term better.
Range, right? You can double it or triple it. So double it for 1 point and triple it for 2 points. Let me just look up the range on Banish to see if you need to double or triple it. Range smarts. What's your smarts?
My smarts is a D8.
D8. Okay. So I'm going to say you'll have to triple it. So it would be 9, or so it would be +2, so it would be 5 power points to attempt it.
Sure. And I'll pull from my ISP for this.
Okay. Versus the target's spirit. Okay. All right, so he does, yeah. So basically this works as an attack roll, but he gets an automatic soak with his spirit. But, this guy is not a named character, so he doesn't have a wild card. So he gets an 11.
I got an 18.
All right. So let's see. An 18 succeeds with 1 raise. So you inflict a wound on him. So a shaken. So that happens before you get hit. So shaken means you can only take free actions at the start of a character's turn to make a free spirit check to remove shaken. So he can't shoot, and he takes a -1 to all rolls right now. So Steve, fucking Daryl whips behind you, casts a spell, and a demon becomes. You can see it now. It's shaken, so I'm going to say its invisibility drops. It is a humanoid demonic creature, and it has a big ass energy rifle. It is at about 30. I mean, for your rifle, it'll be standard range, but yeah. What are you gonna do?
there any large, heavy objects near me?
You could spend a penny to say that there are. What is it? Could be
like a big car engine block.
Yeah, for some reason there's a car engine block.
And I'm just I probably shouldn't shoot. Like, I'm just going to pick up the engine block and just hurl it at him.
All right. You can roll fighting or athletics. I don't know. Yeah, whatever one
fighting.
You want. Yeah. All right. Fuck it. It's definitely not shooting because you're not shooting.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling a d4?
No, yeah, you roll a d6 and your skill.
Oh, god damn it.
No, well, you can get.
It was a 4.
Yeah. So
that's a 4.
All right.
I hit.
A 4 will hit because it is stunned.
Yeah. Either knock the gun out of his hands or knock the aim off.
Yeah, he's shaking. So yeah, you knock the gun off. Yeah, so the gun shatters.
Okay.
So yeah. All right, we're doing it around. I'm just gonna give you initiatives. So Tom, this is your initiative, a 2. You get a 3, and it gets an ace. So guess who's going first? It has to make a spirit check in order to actually do anything other than just kind of stagger and be like, ugh, fuck. Fuck. And it makes it. So it manages to... It breaks out of shaken, so it can act now. So he is going to make an athletics check to get the fuck away. Because doesn't like being hit with... His rifle broke, so fuck that. And rolls a 1. So he is limping along, not going very fast. So yeah, what do you want to do, Daryl? You could try and banish again. You did wound him.
I mean, can I see the Tomorrow Legion book real quick?
Sure.
Because I think I have another option.
Are you looking at the magic modifiers?
For mystics. Like, I think I can silver my magic to make it more effective against demons.
All right, I'll just get to the right page. Mystic, here we go. We're learning.
We is learning.
Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile, while that's going on, what are you going to keep talking? Blood Sabbath definitely doesn't like... He's getting like, okay, we're done with business. Can I get on with my night? Or
yeah.
Wait, I would offer. Do you drink blood?
I do. Well, again, I don't.
I dabble.
Yeah,
I don't really too. Just in terms right now, since obviously no benefits to me whatsoever. So
yeah, honestly, drinking's kind of done it for me. I'm into snorting blood now. He gets a little cup and a straw. Oh God, it hurts, and that's the point.
How long have you been doing that?
Tuesday.
A couple months now. Someone turned me on to it. Oh man, you got to try snorting blood. I was like, yeah.
I mean, are you coagulating it or just?
Have you tried that crystal blood?
I got the fangs. I need the blood to live.
I know, and just like putting it into.
It hurts when it goes in, but that it buzzes your brain. It feels great.
Oh, so. Well, I've never really seen it on the pain receptor side of that as necessary.
But, pain's great. It's like pleasure, but different. But at a certain point, like as a vampire, I don't feel as much anymore, just in general. So feeling anything intense is just a bonus.
So,
yeah. Anyway, Jerry, figure.
Yeah, it's weird to have conversation.
I can replace the trapping of any of my offensive abilities with Celestial Silver, which makes it effective versus vampires.
What does that mean? Effective? Does it
like it overcomes it? It is that.
Oh well, that just means that like certain vampires, for example, are immune to normal attacks.
Yes.
So you could use. Yeah. Do you want to use a normal weapon then? Like your banner spell obviously works fine, but yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I have to use it on a spell, and it becomes celestial for purposes of like.
Yeah. But banish already does that. So
okay. Well, then I'll just banish again.
But if you wanted to use like a blast spell,
yes,
your blast spell would only work if you silvered it against vampires or certain demons.
Yeah.
You don't know if this demon would be vulnerable to normal weapons, but yeah, banish is specifically made to hurt demons.
Yep. So another 5.
You got another 5.
Well, no, like
yeah. Unless you want to run, because he's at long range for your spell.
Okay, can I close that to make it?
Give me an athletics check.
You can do it.
You have to run down the street and get closer. Like,
nope.
Okay. If you want to cast it this round, you'd have to. I'm saying you can run and cast a spell at the same time.
Yep.
But it's still going to be 5 PP.
We doing it.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, he's gone. Just evaporated. Banished back to the nether realm, whatever it was.
Wow. That was cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you send him?
Home.
Hoboken.
Oh,
His home.
That's good. It's a good thing you did.
Okay, so at this point, Daryl, did you go back to Emmeline's place, or are you going to find your comrades?
I'm going to walk out first right now, but specifically also beforehand, getting information from Titania, because I've never actually had as many interactions with the demons right now, so I'm interested in actually getting...
Sure, yeah, you get her address, and
yeah.
They have a phone system that works in city, so yeah.
So, all right, so nothing else to it, but yeah, walking out with, folding a number into my overcoat.
Mana TNT.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
At that, looking, and then finding you two outside. Oh, that's like any luck?
Well, I banished a demon.
I threw an engine at it.
Demon?
Yeah.
He
I
totally
was trying
did.
to shoot Steve.
What an asshole.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So-
and I didn't get lasered, so I'm guessing
Okay.
self-defense is okay here.
Yeah. Do you think they dropped the laser?
I broke it with the engine.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the airship laser.
Oh, well, we're all still here.
All right, yeah.
Well, that might have been an interest too, because apparently a demon was coming here, disguised as a human, in order to be able to, trying to get information about Taria.
This one was invisible, trying to kill Steve.
I mean, mystical cloaks right now too, but intertwined. Apparently, apparently, as far as Mr. Sabbath is concerned, somebody's interested basically about trying to keep this cat and mouse game that's going on between Taria and Eddie silent.
Well, we're here to help Taria, so let's end the game.
Well, okay, but like I said, there may be more information we're seeing to this, but
Or we could just kill them. Kill everyone.
that seems like a rash decision.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's never... We always try to avoid that.
No.
Try.
We try, yeah.
So, and I cannot recommend the Hades shot in there too. It's interesting sensation, but I don't think either of you will survive.
Noted.
The old Hades, yeah. So yeah, you go back to Emmeline's place to spend the night. You recover your PPE because it recovers naturally.
I'll make dinner.
Yeah. What are you making?
So she had I'm actually whoa, she actually has beef and truffles.
Any conventional ingredient.
I'm gonna make beef Wellington.
All the magical ingredients are locked away. But
Oh, I'm not going into those. She said I'd help ourselves to the normal stuff. I'm gonna make beef Wellington.
yeah, no cockatrice eggs for you. Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, that's right. All right, yeah. So all of you continue on, or you all go to sleep. Emmeline is there, but she doesn't ask you anything. But
I'm using my pristine cookbook I bought before.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right.
The
Yeah.
joy of cooking.
That's right. The joy of cooking. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a cooking check.
All right. Okay, that's 6.
Okay, roll again.
8.
Okay. You can also roll again because you always get wild die.
Yeah.
Oh, your cooking's D4.
I don't know what to base it off of.
Oh, okay. Well, you can pick. You didn't pick a skill then. Okay. You can't just add in skills and just make them up. But you need to do that as an advancement. I'll just common knowledge, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, another 6.
Okay.
8.
Okay. Yeah. So it's very good dinner, whatever it is. Yeah.
Beef Wellington.
Oh yeah, beef Wellington. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay would consider these acceptable.
Look, one day I want to go to England. I want to go to the mystical kingdom of England and meet him.
Yeah, I hear King Arthur's a goose. So or a raven. I'm sorry, I forgot he had raven wings. That means after the bomb, though. Anyway,
we might as well go ahead and say that's because in Rifts, King Arthur is actually a alien intelligence.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They had the fucking Millennium trees and shit. That's it. Yep.
It was King.
So Raven.
By the way, it's King Arthur with 2 U's.
Yep.
Okay. To be fair, that was England. I believe was the second world book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very early on. I'm sure they've cleaned up their accents then.
Of course.
The Millennium trees. So Emmeline makes small talk, but she doesn't inquire about what you did. She's paid. She's being paid not to be curious, essentially. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Although I did ask right now. Oh, are we allowed phone calls out here?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay, so I got a number. So I was to a local right now. So I've never talked to a demon before. So
oh, you want to hook up with Satania?
So, I'm just interested right now, particularly
go on a date with her, Aaron.
Yeah.
Go on a date with the demon now.
I'm just more interested right now in life cycles and everything, since it's like other people, another entity that I've not really
which you can do when you go on a date.
Okay, yeah, no. If you call up that night, she tells you she gets off work at like 2 a.m.
Do it. It must
then
be
do her.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, yeah. Are you calling her up that night?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, sure.
But we don't have to play through this.
No. We do. We do to a degree. Yeah.
I just think it's funny. So.
Yeah. No. Are you going to be like, I just want to ask questions about demons and stuff? Or
yeah. So exactly.
All right, give me a persuade check.
Yeah.
See how charming you can be.
Probably not that damn charming. If the advancements come up right now,
I'll give you a penny for just calling her up. Yeah. Good on you.
You can do it.
That's a 5. So
yeah. All right. Yeah. Where do you propose a place to meet her, or are you? Yeah.
Whatever she's wanting to do right now, since I really don't eat anything.
Do you want to come back to my place, or do you just want to get some coffee?
I was like, it's like wherever you feel most comfortable. So
it's one of those. You want to go back to my place?
Yeah. This is you're cute, aren't you? Let's get some coffee. So yeah, there's a 24/7 coffee shop.
Yeah. Shoot. What? Night Griffins.
All right. Yeah. All right. Night Griffins. Yeah. You're there at this diner, like little coffee shop.
Yeah.
And
is the proprietor an actual griffin?
Sure. Yeah.
Might as well be.
Yeah. And she is there.
There's no reason why not.
And you were just being super curious, it sounds like.
Yeah, basically just asking, like, how did you come to this particular city right now? Sure. Is this a demon circling there? It's like, how does this actually suit your needs, and particularly right now, if we're going home, do you have a particular whole dynamic family? Just lines of questions right now, and I'm sitting here writing notes because this is fascinating.
Writing notes. Oh, well, let's do a tit for tat then. You can ask me a question, then I'll ask you a question.
Quid pro quo is what it is.
Yes. Oh.
And her first, she tells you, she is a demonic heritage, but she doesn't know exactly what she is. She was raised on Earth, and has lived kind of like a human, but she has demonic powers. And then she asks you, what do you dream about? Do you dream in your sleep? Do you sleep?
I do. So, because that's usually the normal recharging period right now where I'm gaining.
Do you dream when you sleep?
I wouldn't really call it dreaming right now. More or less just a replay of events in turn. That's like, but sometimes it projects out into that's like unknown variables, that's like where certain things will enter in right now. And I have found out that some of these unknown variables have predicted futures in there, and I've tried to harness it, but unfortunately it's not very reliable. I've not been able to get repeatable results.
Have you ever wanted to dream like a human does? You were built to look like a human, after all.
That'd be interesting. So, but I'm not certain I can actually ever do it. So,
oh, you can.
This seems like a monkey's paw situation, so that I've heard about.
Oh, you're not curious?
Oh, I am curious right now, but I have to mitigate. I have to actually mitigate risk, especially when I'm on the job.
Oh, I think you're a big risk taker, and I think that's very admirable about you. Here, she slides a little potion across the table.
So, what exactly is it?
It'll let you dream like a human does.
Can you tell me what it is in there, Joe? Because it seems like it seems risky right now to just ingest something without particular.
That you didn't seem to have that problem at the bar.
Well, I technically knew everything that was in there that you told me about. So.
I didn't tell you the whole formula.
Oh, okay. So, well,
it had the essence of a demon soul.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's so painful to practitioners of magic.
Oh, that would actually make that appropriate too. So, not that point. So, what would be in this though that would cause dreaming?
It's a potion of dreaming.
So, a cult to actually know what's in that.
Sure. Yeah.
By the way, there is an actual drug from South America called Dream, and it's one of the most murderously addictive drugs.
This is a magical potion. It's not
got a 4.
All right. Yeah, you have a vague idea of how it is. Like alchemists, keep their exact formula is private, like secret.
It's proprietary.
Like it's incredibly gauche to ask, what's in this potion.
It's like
you either trust them or you don't. It's magic, man.
It's like asking the magician how he does the trick.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess
You've heard of potions of dreaming before, and that looks like one.
Oh, so.
Since it's like one, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't see any. That's like, well, again, to be honest, right now I can take. It's like I was built in a place to resist most poisons. If that's the case now.
It's not a poison. And it's magic. It wouldn't have. Magical potions don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're immune to poison or not. It's not a poison. They're magic. It's like drinking a spell.
True, but energy types can be detrimental in certain wavelengths right now, so that can be considered a poison in how I process things.
I mean, for game mechanics wise, your immunity poison means jack shit for potions because they're magic. Yeah. Like it's magic.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, it's a pretty shitty potion if it's affected by an immunity to poison.
Yeah. So, but no. Do I just need to take this before I actually go to bed?
I mean, yes.
So, okay.
You can take it now. It only happens when you sleep.
Ah, okay. So, I think I'll wait until that's like done. We're done right now. Too.
I'll give you a Benny point if you drink it in front of Titania.
Just burn a lot of bennies.
That's her. So, all right, let's go.
All right. She smiles. See, I knew you were very brave.
So I have.
Do you like LSD?
Yeah.
I don't think a notice would actually help out with social cues. So.
Yeah. You talk as long as you want.
Yep. So just and that with a whole sheet of information on trial, it's like maybe I can actually find that's like ambient demonic. That's like collection array to be able to power. That's like not only the core for another possible energy source right now, but dimensional breaching. That could be another good one.
Yeah, your makers sound very interesting. Have you ever thought about going after them to at least get answers about why they made you and why they want you back?
Oh, well, unfortunately, no. Just because of a test bed. It's like all my memories right now show me as a test bed, and considering that it's been violent. It's like fairly violent people that they've sent after me, or at least I presume have sent after me. I don't think they have any positive things in mind, so...
Yeah, but have you thought about going after them?
No, because...
To make them stop?
Well, that's like, I'm not really that much of an aggressive person, too. That's
true, you're very focused. So, a lot of people would be angry at them.
Well,
want revenge or answers?
Revenge seems to be that's like or that's like answers could be interesting, and if there's an option that comes up at some point, I would like that. But at the same time, though, revenge is a waste of time and energy. So
interesting.
But again, that's like you can't expect much from a 7-year-old. So well, other than what I would assume would be tantrums from much younger humans right now. But obviously, I'm not that. So
you're quite an interesting one there, Darlington.
So as are you, and. As much as I would love to continue the conversation right now, it beckons there. So if it does give interesting dreams, I make sure we'll get a recording of that too, since it sounds like you're interested in that as well. So.
Dreams are private, though.
Oh, well, again, shared information right now from different researchers. So, but anyways, but it's lovely talking to you. Like, the gentlemen shake hands. And
she smiles at you.
I stepped into this.
So. Yeah. You go to sleep. Give me that spirit check. -4.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Everything's
going to be amazing.
Yep.
It's fine.
We'll try one more time.
Goodbye, Biddy. All right, yeah.
1-6, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay, yeah. You remember 2 things in your dreams. One, it's an incredibly intense experience that you wake up and just are overwhelmed. But there's 2 things, and you don't remember it all. It's a blur of thoughts. But there's 2 things. One is you feel this intense desire for Titania, like a physical-based desire you've never experienced, you didn't know was possible for you. And with the way you're built, like you didn't know that was physically possible. And you certainly feel it. And the next is you remember one of the people that made you, or at least was there. What do they look like?
So the only thing I particularly remember...
Just a face, just a description, that's all.
Yeah, that's the description right now, is that they actually are not in the face, but they have face masks on, specifically, that look like...
Surgical masks? Or
it's like a cross between that and an idol face, so that it's just... You have what would be covering the normal surgical mask against their mouths, but above it right now appears to be like this weird ornamental visor that's looking down with different lenses on the inside clicking in and out. So
okay, and you're in a hallway, a corridor that you recognize, and they're there. And you have the biggest fucking techno wizard gun you can imagine building. And you're just screaming and just blowing them apart and just screaming obscenities at them. You're tearing off limbs, incinerating them, freezing them, electrocuting them. And all you can, and one of them is gut shot and disemboweled on the floor, holding their hands up for asking for mercy. And you just shove their gun in their face and scream, "Fuck you!" And just annihilate their head. Just this unimaginable rage. And those are the two sensations you feel: desire and rage. As you wake up, just conflicting, burning. You're just, you sweat because you have to sweat in order to pass as human, and you're covered in sweat when you wake up.
Well, that's going in a addendum chapter of the dream.
Well, you failed your check. You don't articulate much for like an hour.
Yeah, no, that's after I can get back up there. It's like, all right, shorter entry.
So the two of you all meet for breakfast.
I'm making it.
Yeah, you're making it. And Daryl, so you see Darlington first, and Darlington looks like a wreck, like hungover, absolutely trashed. Did either of you stay up to make sure Darlington got home, or did you just like go to sleep? Like, yeah, have fucking.
I did not.
All right.
Oh yeah. I did not either.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, I slept like a log.
Oh yeah, the M-Line's very nice guest rooms. Yeah. And yeah, Darlington looks like a wreck.
Yeah.
Good time.
There was information to be had, so it's like interesting. So no, everything right now is from like probably my first experience dream state. So.
Yeah.
So. Which is, it's like it went quickly from what I assume right now would be, a positive dream right now to rather nightmarish. So,
I had a couple of those.
Well, I'm making a protein scramble and some croissants. If you want,
not that I will grant it. Well, again, actually, takes out a gigantic. It's like what looks like a gigantic lantern from the side that you see the energy levels going in there. I absorb everything I need right now, but that may be better to settle.
It's you're weird.
Does she have any hot sauce back there?
Like, she has all the hot sauce.
Hot damn.
All right.
It's like, so do you want tasty, like ultra spicy, or it doesn't even taste good anymore, but this is a personal challenge?
We'll save that one for dinner.
Ooh, I can make something for that.
Yeah.
Why is 1,000% pain written on it?
That's how you know it's good.
The completely improbable.
I feel like that's a miss.
The Northern Gun, 1,000% pain. It's just, overcharge your taste buds. Yeah.
God.
We build guns, now we build hot sauce. Just as dangerous.
It's a completely side tangent. Some of the best hot sauce I've ever had actually came from a company that makes T-shirts.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seems the only companies in Rifts that do well are weapons makers. So, like, of course, they're going to be like fucking
Atlantean, hot
like
sauce.
Korean and Japanese companies that make everything. Like, oh man, I want a synthesizer. Oh, Yama's like, we got you. Damn, I also want some like a bulldozer. You're not going to believe this, but like, yeah, or a motorcycle.
Work, we had some shirts made, and they just shipped a bottle of hot sauce with all the shirts. They're like, we also make this hot sauce. Here's a bottle for you to try, and it's damn good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, anyways, you all get up.
Atlantean hot sauce.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd give you like diarrhea for weeks.
Yeah, it's probably got some of that bio wizardry stuff that goes on.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just in the bottle; it just comes in like the tide.
Yeah. Also that.
All right. So you have the coordinates for the rendezvous. It's going to be a day and a half of marching, unless you want to get a vehicle.
Can we? I can drive.
Yeah, you can. How?
I was going to say, do we have the credits for rent a vehicle?
Depends on what kind of vehicle you want.
Front us one?
Yeah.
Or what?
Emily's definitely not going to front you one, but she could definitely rent you a vehicle. What kind of vehicle are you looking for? Hover truck's pretty basic.
I mean, we don't need a tank or anything.
Well, yeah. Tanks are slow and obvious. A hover truck is, there would be a $5,000 deposit, but
I don't have that money.
You get that back at the end of it. Let me look at the.
Well, I did have that money, but I went down 1,000 for information.
Yeah, if you pull your money, you might be able to do that. You could get a regular vehicle. By that, I mean, let me just see here. I would say it's 10% to get a deposit, and then like 5% per day, basically, and you get that back. Let's say a ground vehicle. But yeah, so like, how many people can it crew to 1 to 3? An ATV, Big Boss ATV, cruise up to 3 people. 2,800 deposit. We'll say $120 a day. So yeah, so the 3 of you can put together 2,800 credits.
I have 1,500.
I have $5,000, but that's all I got. So
yeah,
1,500 is all I've got.
Well, if you bring it back in peace, you get the 2,800 back.
All right, I'll put down the deposit. So.
Oh well, actually, how much do you have?
$5,000.
Oh, you have $5,000 too. So, we can have it at least. So,
okay.
So if nothing else, right now I can I can
1,400 each, and then we'll get that back minus the $120 a day.
Yeah.
So this is a Big Boss ATV.
Yeah, I remember I paid 600 credits for the cookbook. That's why it's special.
It's a very good.
It's in great condition for being hundreds of years.
In fact, it's in weirdly good condition.
Yeah,
supernaturally good condition.
I was like, oh wait, and it's signed by Julia Child.
All right.
They did say she was magical.
So all of you head over.
Oh, and when she cut her finger on that cooking show, she bled on the book, and is now blessed.
Yeah.
It's clearly.
So Steve is piloting. It sounds like.
Yep, I can drive. Well, it's driving.
Yeah. Sorry,
drive.
It's a ground.
I can't
vehicle.
pilot, but I can drive.
It's a big, like, all-terrain truck, basically. It can have up to 3. It's kind of it's listed as ATV, but it can have 3 people in it.
It's a Jeep that's actually a Jeep.
Yeah. So it is a mega damage vehicle, so it's got some armor on it. But yeah,
so a Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm probably taking up a lot of space in this thing.
Not enough. Are you a size 2 character?
Is there size on here?
Yeah. There are things that make you larger, but like I don't think. I mean, look at.
Well, I know, that's like Grackle. They average like 10 feet tall, and.
Okay, so actually you can't get that then because you're not going to all fit on that. So non-standard build, yeah. So that's actually a good point. Yeah, you can't get that one. You need someone with 4 people capacity. So
thanks, Tom.
Yeah,
Einstein's the way I was born.
Tom, get a Benny. You since you got that.
Yay!
All right, so you need someone with crew of up to 4. So Mountaineer. That's a lot more expensive. Let's see here. Or you can if you can get motorcycle, like let's see here. Motorcycles can be cheap. Let's see.
Or could we just owe her a favor that she can cash in later?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'll get you I'll get you a larger vehicle. A Mountaineer ATV has crew up to 6. Plenty of room space, but there's 2 small favors.
Well, lay it on me.
The first one is pretty easy. You just need to go back to Ragnar. I think. Yes. And ask him to give me a license to sell in Castle Refuge. They only have a certain number of vendors.
I will certainly ask him.
Yes, and get him to agree.
I am not very good with words.
Well, do your best.
Oh, I will always do my best.
And the second one will be a favor we'll talk about later.
Okie dokie.
Not featured in this film.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be a side adventure, for a separate session.
By the way, just so you know, my smarts is D4.
Yeah. Great. So just do your best to try and get him to agree. And let him know what a friend I've been to the Tomorrow Legion.
What a friend we have in you.
Yes.
I remember that song.
And let me sell there, because I know they already have a techno wizard merchant, but they have an exclusive contract, so I want them to break the contract. Let me sell, which there'll be some fallout on my end, but that I can totally handle it, and I would like to do that. And then a favor we'll talk about later. Don't worry, it'll be a favor that'll also pay you all quite well, because I'm sure the Legion's not paying you that much.
They're really not.
You get paid?
Yeah, once.
Huh.
Yeah, you haven't been paid at all, have you?
No, they just gave me this suit.
I didn't.
Have you checked your accounts? You have accounts.
No, literally, they haven't given us any money except once.
No, I mean, they do pay you. They do give you enough to live on, like, as a rule. So if you want a Benny, you could say, oh, no, they just didn't pay us. Like, yeah, but, like, they do pay their people. Like, you do get a salary. But you could just say, oh, no, I slipped through the cracks. I get a Benny for it. Like, yeah, you don't have any money. So, yeah. If you want that, that's fine. They're not as great as paperwork as they should be. But, yeah.
Just my character wouldn't think twice about it because, like, he is driven to help people.
Yeah.
So
you got room, board, and medical care, and weapons and equipment and training. So you got something.
Yeah.
She gives you a Mountaineer ATV, big armored Jeep like all-terrain vehicle.
Like, ooh.
So
enough room for all.
To Hummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like, all right. Like, I can fit in this thing.
Mm-hmm. And so give me a piloting check.
Driving.
Yeah.
Piloting is a separate skill.
Yeah. Whatever skill you is to
whatever skill.
make vehicle go.
Nope. That's a 6. That's an 8.
Great. Yeah. You're making good time. So you'll get there.
Like, oh yeah, totally. Like just now this is what I call adventuring.
Yeah. So you're focused on the road itself. Mm-hmm. You two can give me notice checks.
Okay. Nope, nothing.
Okay.
6. 10.
All right. There is you notice a slight, like you're going through a path in the middle of the forest, and there's a charged wire right in the middle of where the vehicle is going to go. Like there's a bit of magical, like electric energy or high energy throwing through it. It's very thin line, so you need to you could tell Steve to stop the vehicle before he rams into it.
Yes.
All right, give me another driving check.
Yay. 6, 7.
All right, with a 7, you're able to stop the vehicle in time without just getting jostled a little, and you can get out. And somebody set up like a techno wizard trap, like running magical energy through a wire to make it really good at cutting through things.
Right. Can we move this thing out?
This
of the
was
way?
jury rigged, obviously. Like,
doesn't look like it looked like it was made on the fly, so it should be fairly easy to negotiate. That's like to deactivate.
Yeah, so you don't even have to roll. You can just
I was like, oh, transistor out of here.
Yeah, you don't have to check. Just somebody new set this trap out for you is your guess.
So, my concern right now is we're already being watched. So,
did you ghost her in the morning or something? Like you at least was
it a date? Was it a date?
I guess if you can call that, we spent the most of the night in a coffee shop discussing things back and forth.
Nice. High five.
Aaron, I'll give you another Benny point if you roleplay being fucked up by the dreams and have a -1 to certain rolls.
Okay.
For the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's fine. So.
Okay, so it's kind of getting to you. You have a flashback to one of your dreams. Which one is it?
It's absolutely the Titania one right now.
So yeah.
Well, again, outside right now, they're obviously not something that happened between us right now, although I find myself thinking about stuff that would have happened between us right now, which means that I have continuing thoughts about wanting to call her, but that's detracting from what right now, too. A transistor has gone from there, we're being watched.
Apparently she's into the freaky stuff.
Hey-o!
Yeah. Anyway,
close to the Charlie Brown scowls I can get. So,
all right. So you all continue on. You two can give me notice checks again.
Okay.
You don't have to make another driving check. You do not have to yet.
8.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
You know what? I just hear saxophone music.
All right. You get your Betty. Yeah. In the distance, you notice a silhouette of a bird, but it's been following you for like an hour now. And it's keeping up with the ATV.
So I believe that may be a biomechanical drone.
You see a silhouette of a bird. You don't know what the fuck it is. It could be.
Actually,
Incorrect.
since on their second device of the day. So
okay.
Magnifier. So
Well, it has to be one of the powers from the thing. So.
Oh, actually, yes.
Yeah. So, Techno Wizard go. So, what the... You might want to, yeah. Let's see here. It is Arcane Protection, Barrier, Blast, blah, 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 Boost, Lower. Oh, Boost Trait, yeah. You can boost Trait, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, an Arcane Machinist, too.
You'd also get Fly and just fly up there and check it out.
Okay. Oh, no, actually, that's the better option, too.
Okay.
You're welcome. I fly up.
All right. First, make a check.
Yep.
With a -1.
-1.
You're distracted.
That is true. So that's still an 8, though.
Okay, roll good.
That's another 8.
Okay.
So, yeah. So with that, that's 16, 21, 20. So.
Okay, yeah. It's a very good flying device.
Yeah.
And it has 7 PPE, so you can use it once, or you can give one extra person flying. So,
okay.
Yeah. Or you can use it twice on your own, or give 2 people it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, actually, they're just wrist straps that will look like large boxes with 2 small wings out there. All right. Does anybody else want one? I do have an extra.
I can make myself fly.
So I'm guessing you should stay with the truck, though. So
Right. I'd be delighted to.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So just pointing up 2 that's like 2, actually what look like very mechanical dragonfly wings pop out of those.
All right.
And just start fluttering and
all right, if you want to fly too, give me an arcane check. I think it's 3 to cast fly by default.
Yep.
So, yeah. Oh, that's what you're using the D20s for.
Yep, they're spin downs, so it helps.
Yeah. You're very fucking good at flying.
25.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
You're both just fucking zooming up there. Yeah, it looks like a fucking vulture. But vulture that is actually like a lot bigger than a vulture you think is. You think vultures aren't like don't have a 12-foot wingspan.
I assume that would be a condor.
But it is as you start flying up, it turns around and starts flying away.
So yeah, definitely. That's like try to keep up with that. I'm going to try to keep up with it too, so we can.
Your roll, yeah, you can for a while. Like in a minute, you're like going to be out of sight of the ATV.
Let's see. There's nothing else we can do with tracking in there.
We know we're being followed. We were followed last night. They're going to try to. Somebody's trying to fuck with us. So as long as we keep an eye out for these types of things, we don't really need to figure out who it is, because it's most likely somebody that's after our target.
Well, I'm not wondering if it's Taria or if it's actually somebody else right now who has been trying to find her.
I mean,
from Eddie's forces.
Yes, exactly. So if it's her trying to track us, then she's probably just making sure that we're on the up and up. If it's Eddie's people trying to track us, then we just have to deter them enough so that Talia will trust us.
I guess so, in that case. So, and I would like to land. My arm is very sore.
Do what?
I'd like to land now. My arm is very sore.
Okay, yeah. You go back.
Look, how'd it go?
Someone sent a giant bird to track us.
Possibly a vulture, could be a condor.
Apparently birds are real.
Wow. I'm gonna need it. You know what? I'm gonna need it.
Actually ran his head fan.
You know what?
The Battlefield Mall.
You know what? I'm gonna need a minute here.
All right.
This is a lot to take in.
So yeah, I assume you continue on.
Yeah, good
All
Lord.
right.
Grandma said birds were real, but no one believed her.
So you continue on for hours. With that, you're having your time, so it's about 15 hours of travel. So, because again, even though you have a vehicle that can go a lot faster, it's like dirt roads, right? Like it's very difficult navigation. So you're going a lot faster, but like it's still you're having the time instead of making it like an hour.
Yeah, I'm just playing, moving right along at various intervals.
There you go. And so you left at dawn, so it's going to be, and it's spring, so it's probably going to get dark about 7 p.m. So you can either travel 3 hours in the dark or camp somewhere.
Night driving. So
You sure?
Can you see at night?
I think
you
so.
have headlights.
Mm-hmm.
So
actually, I see this one with the Grackle Tooth.
Grackle Tooth almost certainly does not have dark vision. Dark vision is actually a pretty significant power in this.
I know. I just wanted to see what they got because I don't.
Let me find it.
And you probably won't fit in my helmet, so I can't give you my
There we go.
optics.
DV's immune. There we go.
My head's very large.
Yeah,
with the rest, as long as the rest of me.
Grackle Tooth is up.
And I only can see heat sources.
Grackle Tooth. Bizarre physiology, cyber resistant, DB major, issues with cold, Natural weapons, non-standard build, powerful, prehensile tail, regeneration. Oh yeah, you are size 2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So put that on there. Yeah. I could call it. Yeah, you do not have dark vision, but yeah, you can look at it again. So yeah, yeah. All right, this will definitely require a piloting check with a -2 because you have headlights, but like they only do so much. Notice checks are at -4 because it's dark. That's how dark works.
Not for me.
Okay. You can make a notice check at standard then with your dark sight.
Also, with +2.
Oh.
Because when the optic system is on, I get +2 to notice, arcane sight, dark sight,
6.
far sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have well, I only can see heat sources, so
You're only worried about heat sources?
well, infrared vision. So
Okay.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter. It's dark.
So what was the negative?
2.
12.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you easily make it. What'd you get on your notice?
5.
5? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you don't see anything. And yeah, it'd be -4. Like heat vision is only helping you with heat the targets. Like, yeah, like it only has a certain amount of range. Like, wouldn't help you with like a trap, right?
no. So on that, and yeah, with that, I don't make it. So
Okay, so yeah, you don't see anything. But with the 12, you manage to get to the site, which is looks like it was a neighborhood that has been totally destroyed, like a pre-Rifts neighborhood or something, like some kind of town, but there's only foundations left of certain buildings. It's like a field, like there's not trees growing up, but like there's tall grass and everything. So you actually have to meet like a couple hours early. Actually, no, like 12 hours early. Yeah, you get there. Yeah, so you can wait, you could hide, you could patrol around. It is at this point like 9 p.m. So you've been out for 15 hours, and so if you stay up all night, and someone's going to be fatigued, right? Which is a status effect. So yeah, what do y'all want to do?
Like, I'm down for resting.
Your vehicle does have doors and a roof and everything, so you can lock up and stay in there. And it is a mega damage vehicle. But yeah, you can take turns, in which case everyone gets a vigor check to see if they actually get enough sleep. If not,
I'll sleep first.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, if you're taking shifts, you're getting half the sleep, so it's like possible you.
Since I already have the optics on, I'll go ahead and take first watch.
Okay. Yeah. If you're all taking shifts, everyone give me a vigor check.
Okay.
which check was that again?
Vigor.
Vigor. Got that's vigor. 6. Gotcha.
6. All right. That's 11.
Okay. Yeah, you're toughing out.
5.
That's enough.
No.
All right, you're fatigued.
Couldn't get a good enough charge.
Yeah, you're now. That's a status effect. You're at -1 in all rolls.
Okay.
All trait rolls, not damage rolls, obviously, but yeah. Yeah. And your dreams will occasionally come into play. So yeah. Yeah, you're just wrecked. You can't sleep very well. Suddenly when morning comes, none of you see anything. There's no patrols or ambushes or anything like that. But yeah, you when you wake up with your incredibly poor sleep, you missed that dream was incredibly intense, but it now it feels worse not dreaming. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something necessary for more biological imperatives.
Yeah. The radio of your vehicle bursts on. I was like, this is Tarya.
Yeah, we got here early. Sorry if that surprised you.
No. I've been here the entire time.
Okay.
I see you.
Fair warning, we might have been followed.
I've been watching. I don't think anyone's been... no, I think you drove him off earlier. You drove out that bird, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, his forces are getting kind of scattered, and they're not as ferocious as they used to be. So we scared them off. Good job. So I'm going to come out now. So she comes out of the forest, and she is a woman in a leather jacket with the sleeves ripped off, or one of the sleeves ripped off. She has a chainsaw on her back and is holding a shotgun, and just radiating magical energy for the two of you. Just powerful energy. Both of you give me arcane checks to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Is this occult or arcane skill?
Arcane. Yeah. Occult is more for, I think, monsters and
7
places and stuff like that. But how magic works is
6.
So you both made it. What you realize what this muse is doing is it's the magic zone is obviously like far more magical. So it's absorbing a lot more latent energy, but it's also getting it. You realize it's actually feeding on the demons that Tarya is killing to make her better at killing demons. So, and she's been killing a lot of fucking demons. She is, incredibly powerful at one thing, killing demons and the forces of Eddie the Dead. Or at least you think. You're not sure exactly how her power, but whatever. It's a very focused magic, right? Like, so she's not really good at anything else. But
it's a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. So you meet Tarya. She is, like I said, dressed appropriately for being possessed by the spirit of heavy metal. And so she is radiating magical energy. You realize this muse breakdown is, I believe that's what I called it. It's Slayer. The muse is called Slayer. Weirdly enough. Gives her massive powers in some way and is absorbing the PPE of every demon she kills. So the more she kills, the stronger she gets. But only, So, and she's 100% about killing Eddie. She's like, I think I know where he is.
Really?
And I received from one of the fragments, my muse Slayer told me that you were coming. The muses can kind of talk to each other. I don't know how it works.
Yep.
But they told me you were coming. That's why I'm trusting you just off the bat. Because Grand Symmetry said you're all right, and the muses all trust each other, so here we are. So I don't know how good you are in a scrap against a horde of demons. I'll do most of the work, but I need you to watch my back, because I think Eddie's got something planned. I don't know what.
We've been known to kill demons.
We handled that witchling pretty okay, I think.
I did have a drink with a demon right now, but she was fairly nice, though. Well, demon adjacent, so.
Okay. Cool, bro. Cool story, bro.
Thank you.
So I think Eddie's set up to take out this town. What's the name of the town? Ogdenfield? I don't know. All these fucking small towns look alike to me. I lost my home. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm tortured and dark and grim, and brutal. So she tells you he thinks he's got a camp outside of this town that's nearby. And her plan is pretty simple. Just march into camp and just kill everything in sight, which has worked well so far. But Eddie's got something planned. But she doesn't know what it is. And she's looking at you like, you kind of get a sense she's hoping that you have more tactical sense than she does. Cause she's just been running on rage, for this entire time, and it's worked so far, but yeah, maybe it's not going to work this time. So, but that's why you're here. You're the experts. You're the people from the Tomorrow Legion, the heroes.
She's fucked.
Yeah. All right, Tom gets it better.
Yay!
Well, we can intentionally go ahead and scan. Let's see if we can scout out the area as well.
You're really sneaky?
I can be if I want to. So
okay, great.
So, but also Turn right now, we have drones and other things that in particular right now that can be of assistance to that.
Well, those demons have keen eyes, so whatever you send better be stealthy as hell.
I'm also pretty proficient against demons.
Okay. I can handle the demon slaying. The thing is, it's what I don't know, right? And I don't know what Eddie's got planned. And yeah.
Can I take up position and just kind of scope out his camp with Farsight?
Is that one of your powers?
On the optic system, yeah. Dark sight, far sight, detect arcana.
Farsight just, I think it means fancy binoculars. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. You'd have to get a line of sight on it, though. So yeah, you can't, it's not scrying, right? So
right.
It's not, so yeah, you have to stealth into a position. If you want to sneak up, you can get within sight of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. If you, are you doing any spells or anything to boost your...
I'm just straight up trained in stealth. So.
I can cast invisibility on him to make sure.
If you want to do that.
Okay.
That is that one of your 3 spells?
Yes, it is one of my 3 spells.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can cast 3 spells, is my understanding of it. So let me look up the...
Yeah, each arcane background comes with a default 3 spells.
Okay. So yeah, you get those, and you don't get to use modifiers on them, I don't think, because you're shitty at normal magic, but you're really good at the other things. Invisibility, 5 power points.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and spend that.
So the way PowerPoint usages work, you make a skill check. If you succeed, you use that many PowerPoints. If you fail, you just lose a PowerPoint.
Okay. So, all right, and now it would just be a normal roll underneath, I guess, my techno wizard.
4.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is a slight duration long enough for you to make the skill check, not like long enough to linger.
5. So
okay, yeah, you make it.
Right.
So yeah, you can make your stealth check, and that will reduce their ability. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Explode the 6. So 8 on the stealth.
You sneak. So you all march a couple miles to get closer to the camp. At least where she's figured out where the camp is. There is a town nearby. You can kind of see smoke coming from it. From fires fireplaces and whatnot. It's probably one of these small towns that has a couple hundred people. There's tons of them around here, just tiny little farming towns or settlements or whatever. There's too many to keep count of because they tend to get set up and then honestly kind of get knocked down after a couple of years if they don't get a powerful protector. So they're probably a retired mercenary or something guarding this town, but one. It was enough to chase off small bandit groups and shit like that, but not enough to deal with a horde of demons and a powerful shifter. So, but yeah, give me a notice check.
+2. 5.
Okay. So you do see some demons milling about and, some Brodakill, some things you don't recognize. And there's a lot of them. There's way too many for you to fight, but you also see a human with them, and not just any human, a human type that you recognize because it's something everybody has seen at least once. They're commonly known as crazies. They are people who receive neural cybernetic augmentation to unlock the full potential of their mind. They can just consciously turn off their pain receptors, increase adrenaline production. So they're super soldiers. But they live almost as long as normal people. But so they're kind of they're not as powerful or as physically strong or fast as juicers, which are just pumped up with super soldier drugs, and they die after 2 years or 3 years or whatever. Crazies, on the other hand, are called that because all those brain cybernetic augmentations fuck them up mentally, and they have distinctive little little metal columns coming out of their head. There's literally a computer built into their head. They are really fucked up. And this one is wearing is smoking a pipe, has big glasses on and a sweater, and a long sleeve shirt. So, and pants and dress shoes. But he also has body armor, and several weapons.
So a crazy professor.
Well, give me a common knowledge check. Yeah.
Action professor.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to make a comment. Think 1950s sitcom dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that guy is there, and he's listening to a little headset thing. And nearby, you actually spot another person comes up to him, a Psy Stalker. And then they talk to each other for a little bit, and then you have to go. And now you can give me an occult check.
So many checks.
And when you find out, you can make the check. Actually, all of you can make it if you have occult.
Yep.
I do not.
5.
I do. That's a critical failure on me. I know nothing.
Okay. Those are just temporary gains. There's nothing to worry about for you. But to you, you're wait. What if Slayer's power only works on a foe and maybe they're sworn or bound minions, people that are magically linked to him, like demons that they summon, and it doesn't work on anything else? Because these muses have very strong powers, but only one strong power. Mercenaries that are hired may not qualify, and so Tarja would be very weak to them. Her power wouldn't work on them. And she'd probably get. You think her power's not only offensive, it also protects her against her enemy. So she would be easily killed by them. But yeah,
So we need to focus on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems like we need to take out the hired help. Let her deal with the bound help.
Mm-hmm.
Or figuring out a way where that's like demonic influence was on them.
Well, you're way too far out to detect magic on them. And also they were surrounded by demons. It was impossible. What'd you get, a 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't. There's a lot of fucking magic in the horde of demons, weirdly enough.
No, but what we do know is that Eddie has been reaching out to non-demonic help, and this is probably why.
Yeah, you could try to figure out if they have something.
I mean, unless our plan involves, like, lacing their cocktails with demon energy so that her powers now suddenly work on them. I don't know.
Yeah, if you had battle skill, you could make a plan. Or you could tell Taria, and maybe she can make a plan. She does have battle at
Yeah, we'll let her
1d6.
know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she makes it. All right, she makes it with a basic here. Well, okay. That's very worried. Yeah, I don't think Slayer works on just goons. But no, if they're sworn though, like that's the main thing. If they're sworn, like it's an oath. If they're mercenaries, but if they sign a contract or they agree verbally to a contract, which what mercenaries do, they're considered sworn as long as their contract is valid. So either Eddie doesn't know that's how my power works, but Eddie knows all this occult bullshit really well. So maybe they're being forced to do it. If they're like not loyal, then the power doesn't work. But how would you get a crazy to work for you without getting a contract? Like, how would you do that? That I don't know. So I recommend is if you can lure them out, like if you could fake you could record a radio thing from me and play it somewhere, and that would lure them out, right? And then you could deal with them.
Sure, let's try that.
Okay.
I like this plan.
Okay. Here, I'll learn. Do you know the name of the town?
Oh yeah, Shady Grove.
Shady Grove. Okay. I'll record a little warning to Shady Grove. You play it really strong, and that'll bring them out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
I mean, my suit has.
I'll mention the location. Where do you want to? I'll mention where I am to try and hook up with their militia. That's what my message will be. So this is a wooded area in like Kentucky, like geographically. So, what kind of place would you be looking to have this battle? You have the ruins of the town where you met originally, or the neighborhood. You get to a heavily wooded area. There's creeks. There's hills. I don't know what kind of geography would you
heavily
want?
wooded? More places to hide.
Oh, there'd be more places to hide in the ruins. Like heavily wooded would make it harder for them to escape if they tried.
So the place you met her was like a clearing, right? Like it was just foundation. But there is a ruined building. I'll say there's a bank that is still mostly standing. Like so, yeah.
If we can draw them in there and potentially utilize it as a kill box, so
okay. So you'd be waiting outside the bank, waiting for them to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'd be hiding outside. All right. So you go to the bank. Everyone gives me. Well, actually, hold off on the stealth checks first, because
actually, another device right now. Since how much of the bank is still left overall? So
the roof is missing, mostly, but like the walls and are pretty strong and still up.
Okay.
There's some holes in them, right? People have shot energy weapons through it, but so ruined building, but still building.
Okay. Trying to think if I could figure out a way to basically create a fortified trap in there too that would spring. So
you don't really have a lot of time.
Okay.
They look like they're Daryl. You did see that they look like they were getting ready to move out pretty soon.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you don't really have hours of work to set up. So yeah, what do you want to do? Just hide.
Set up the kill box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you set up the kill. So you're all outside, sort of in a semicircle around them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You send out the transmission. And now we get to see who notices who first. So hold on. They're all sneaking up separately. So I have to make separate stealth checks for everybody. So, and these are all named characters. So they get the wild die too. And that guy is going to get a reroll. Actually, no, he's not, because that's let's see here.
Because Ross learned his lesson last time.
Maybe.
Natives need to soak.
Yeah, they do. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what he get. So, yep. All right. Yeah, everyone give me a notice check.
Okay.
-2 because they're still approaching from trees, right? Like, they have a lot of cover to work with.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Okay. So if you make it a base, if you get at least a 2, you'll notice them right when they make it.
Oh, I made it 2.
Okay, so if they get that far, you'll notice them when they step into the clearing. But like,
I mean, with the -2, I got a 3.
Then I have 11.
okay, so you're there. You see them all. There are 3 of them actually. One, you see the crazy. We're just gonna call him that goof, Bob, because he thinks he's a 1950s sitcom dad. And
All right, honey.
yeah, exactly. And then there is a dude in medium armor with a big scary rifle sneaking up, and he has lots of pelts on his belt, including a human face.
You do.
Yeah, his name is Mr. Skinner. He's a wilderness scout, but
I assumed he would make Carl, but
yeah. And then there is the Side Stalker, who I'm going to call Traderkin because he's a renegade Side Stalker. He betrayed the coalition by deserting. So yeah, that's what he goes by. Just so you know, when I say their name, you'll know what I'm talking about. Although you're not necessarily going to know this as characters. So anyways, Darlington, you see all 3 of them. The goof Bob is taking the lead point. He has pistols, and that's what you can see. Then there is let's see here. And then behind him, you see the scout, Mr. Skinner. He is setting up in a tree to provide cover fire as Bob and Traderkin advance towards the bank. And so you see them all from quite a ways away. So way out of range unless you had like a long rifle or something.
I have a long rifle.
Yeah. But you, let's see here. Do all of you have environmental body armor? I don't think you all have like concealed TACnet kind of radio things.
I'm not sure because
I have telepathy.
Yeah, your ley line armor definitely does not. Like it's huh?
I have telepathy.
Did you cast that ahead of time?
No.
Okay. Well,
I basically kind of have power armor.
So it's all on you. What are you gonna do?
If I spend a penny, could I have cast it ahead of time?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So go ahead and make that casting check.
Do it.
If you fail, you can just keep casting. It's just how much PPE are you going to burn?
Right. How much? And can someone look up how much it costs on success?
Telepathy.
Psionics is a D8 though.
Do.
I did succeed.
Is it called telepathy or mind reading?
It's telepathy.
Teleport. Telekinesis. Yeah, it doesn't have telepathy.
It might be a wrist one.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Magic powers. I thought it was like a mind link. Yeah. There's a mind link. Is that it?
That might be it.
Yeah. Okay, so telepathic switchboard. Yeah, so it's mind link. So if you want, there's a modifier you can get called telepathic switchboard, which is the TACnet thing. But it's definitely called mind link. And mind link, I think, right now is just a one-on-one. So mind link is 1 power point between 2 individuals. So 6 power points if you want to have all 3 of you linked up.
Yep.
Okay. That's 6 power points. You're all, so you can alert them. You two can't see it, but you approximately know where they are. So you two would be at a -4 for your first attack because you know you've been told where they are, but like
Okay.
the individual sneaking through the forest is still like, oh no, they're right there behind that tree. No, that tree. No, the one. No, okay, yeah. So, but yeah, Darlington, you have the first. You're in ambush, like.
Looking it through, so I'm thinking about that because how far? Who would be the closest to me?
Bob.
Okay.
Bob or Traderkin, they're both like up front. No, Bob's up front, then Traderkin right behind him, and then the scout is hiding in the trees.
Okay.
Elevated position, overlooking. Oh yeah, everyone give me a stealth check. Actually, let's see if they see you.
Roll that.
7.
Ooh.
6.
Hold on. Oh, no, they just failed. Okay. Actually, you're all going to get fucking spotted. Because the scout is very good at spotting. Let's see here, stealth. So, well, that's critical failure. So Trarican's just not doing anything. He's looking at a fucking butterfly. But Mr. Did anyone get above a 14?
No.
Yeah, that's what he rolled. He gets the D10 on his notice. So, yeah. So, you two see each other about the same instant. And he draws his rifle and is going to fucking put one in your head. So, yeah, let's just do initiative. You both got it. So, do you want to get the first card or the second card?
Second card.
Okay. All right, so he is going to get a 3.
Okay.
And you are going to get a 6. So he's at long range for a rifle, which is going to be over 120 yards away. So you have pistols, you can't hit him.
Yeah, no,
your spells are too short range anyway. So you can make an athletics check to get in full cover.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So,
or you can cast a protection spell if you have something like that, or make an item. Yeah, but
well, literally intangibility, but I don't think that
if you make it, you become intangible. Your shot would go through you. So yeah, that would work.
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that. So to make sure,
but if you fail the check, he will get an attack on that.
Yeah. Well, let's hope I don't fail that check. Then. Betty.
Okay.
Not going to fail that check. Really don't want to fail that check because that's gonna hurt like a bitch. All right, 5 made it. So.
All right, you cast a spell. A second later, a bullet goes through, or a energy burst goes through where your head would.
And
be.
how much will it cost on the PPE for that?
Oh yeah, intangibility. Yeah.
I'm assuming that's 5 probably again. So.
No, you cast invisibility earlier. You haven't cast intangibility yet. So
okay.
They're different spells.
Oh my god!
But I thought it would probably.
It is actually 5 points.
Okay, thank you. Vindicated. So.
Yep. So, you can own. Yeah, all right. So you're incorporeal, and that was your action. And then he shoots because he doesn't realize you're incorporeal because he's like, "What the fuck?"
Wave and then wander off.
Well, that was your action. So everyone else is like, "Oh God." So Tom, do you want the first card or the second card? First. All right. You get a 5. And give this to Aaron so I can remember what his initiative is. Dan, you want and so the next mercenary, Crazy, is going to get a 5. This guy gets a 3, 5, and Dan, you want the first or second card? Second. All right. Sisar gets a 2. You get a queen.
Huzzah!
All right.
This
so
means
you're definitely going first. You can also spend a Benny to draw a new card for your initiative if you're too low, but I forgot to mention that. But anyways, you get to go first. Now you did fail your notice check, so you didn't see any of them, right? But no, the scout revealed his position. Like you see where the energy burst comes from. So he's at a long range and behind cover. He's up in a tree sniping. So. It would be like a negative, depending on what weapon, it would be like from -4 to -8 to hit him.
I was just going to do a magic bolt.
Let's see what the range on that is.
Range is 16.
That would still be like a -6. It's even triple range. That's you're 120 away. Okay. He has a very long range rifle. So you can move into cover to get closer, or
let's do that.
Okay. Are you going to go up to the bank, like against the wall? It's a big solid building; he can't shoot through it. So
yes.
Okay, that would be athletics.
9.
With a raise, I could either let you spot one of the others, or you could get into the building. Or some other advantage. You get a raise. So
I'll spot one of the others.
Okay. You spot the Bob. So you see where he is. He's near the tree line, and he's certainly going to act on this thing. So that was you. And then let's see here. 5. Bob goes first. He has spades beat diamonds, I believe. So he is also going to do athletics to get into the bank. So let's see here. His athletics is a D10. He's very fast. And he gets a 6. So he doesn't get a raise, but he gets into the bank. So not all of you lose sight of him, but he's on the other side of the bank. But he's in, you can hear him in the back. He's inside the building. So he's charging through. Yeah, he is. You hear a sound of like fire, like. So you can hear that without having to hear anything. So, did you? Yeah, your helmet's not active right now because you didn't put a PD in for this scene. But yeah. So you get to act next.
All right. The only one I can see basically is the scout, right?
You see where he is. Yeah, he's like 120.
I'm gonna he snipes. I'm gonna snipe him.
Okay, which weapon are you using?
The NG L5 rifle.
Okay, let me just check the range on that. Because that might...
It's 24, 48, 96.
You're going to be at a -8.
That's fine. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
What else am I going to do?
You can move to get closer?
No, stay put for now.
Okay.
I'll see what I do.
Yeah.
Nah, miss.
All right. Yeah. All right. Your shot goes wide. His weapon outranges you. So you're he's a sniper. So, all right. So let's see here. Scout already acted, and then the Traderkin. Let's see here. Traderkin saw your shot, and is also going to shoot at you. He is... Actually, no, he's going to move into position, too. He is going to athletics his way up. Boy, he's doing well, though. 11, so... he runs up, and he actually jumps up onto the second floor. So it's a 3-story bank. Anyways. So yeah, new round. Back to Daryl.
Right. So we are. Am I in the building?
Do you want to be in the building? You can be hugging the wall or in the lobby.
I'll be in the lobby.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, you can see the Bob. He's like, "Hey there, sport! Let me show you how to swing." And he has a techno wizard flaming sword.
Oh.
It is a very cool looking weapon.
It very much is.
Oh yeah, by the way, crazies are psychic, so they can use techno wizard things. So yeah.
Of course they can. But I can also... He is now in firm bolting range.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So let's bolt that beautiful bean footage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a standard shot. He's you're not,
That's an 8.
All right. Do you get to reroll that, or is that the top? Are you rolling a D10?
I'm rolling a D10. So.
Okay, yeah. All right, 8 definitely hits. You get a raise, so you get to do a plus 1d6 damage. Now, did you boost that to make that mega damage or anything? Or?
No.
Okay. He doesn't. He's just wearing regular body armor, but he does have a toughness of 16 with his armor. Okay. So, yeah, and damage dice do explode.
13, 17.
17, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, that hits. I forgot one of his abilities, but I'll let it go this time. Yeah, you hit him, and you will inflict a wound. Actually, let me see here if he is. He is shaken. Actually, yeah. He. I will save that. He's like, bring it on. But he will be shaken, so he will lose. Well, he'll have a chance to pop out as shaken, but he definitely takes a wound. So. What does your bolt look like? I forgot what
it's just a very discordant shriek of strings on the fiddle.
Okay, yeah. You lay into him with a shriek, and like you can see cracks in his armor form, and just he's lacerated by it, and he is like, "Good swing there, old champ." But let me, you ain't licked me yet.
I was like, allow me to retort.
Yeah. Oh no. He's like, good job there. Good swing there. But let me show you how it's done for real. Then you can be captain of the baseball team.
In hell.
Yeah. So, next up is 6. Yep.
All right, I'm going to try to, like I said, I know I went intangible the last one, so I'm going to try to get underneath it since he's hopefully lost sight of me, so.
No, you're intangible, not invisible. He sees you, he just realizes, you don't know what he's going to do in his turn.
That's true, so I'm going to try to at least run into range so I can be able to possibly use a burst on him, so.
Okay, give me athletics. You've got a lot of ground to cover in one action.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Uh-huh. If you cast fly, you could definitely get there this round if you make it, because fly makes you a lot faster.
Would I have my device from
the last one? That's not one of your 3 spells, right? Yeah.
Well, would I have my device still from the last time?
No, that
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they last for a number of days. So yeah, you only cast it on yourself, so you have one more cast of it.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, so. Yeah, you cast it again. it works because you already made your roll for it. So you fly, and you can get above him. Yeah.
All right, so burst if I can. So
no, you still you have to activate the power and then fly over. That's your action.
Yeah, that's fair. So yep, nope, I'm good.
All right.
So.
Okay, and magical attacks still work on him. So you can hurt him without being hurt. That is true. They are not meant to deal with wizards. So let's see here. Who is next? Bob is. So Bob is going to charge you with his magical sword. Well, his techno wizard sword. So his fighting is D10, and he gets a thing. So what's your parry?
5.
Okay, so he needs to get a 5, and he rolls a 10, and rolls a 10.
Okay.
And rolls an 8. So a 28. I think that hits you.
Yeah.
So he gets 1 raise. He does not, you overshooting it doesn't do that much, actually. But he does hit you, and it does strength D12 plus D12 damage and 6 armor piercing. Plus, it will set you on fire.
Well, that's unfortunate. My armor is exactly 6.
Yep. So what is your toughness, your base toughness? Well, your armor toughness bonus still applies, which is usually a +2.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your toughness?
5, so 7.
Okay. So he gets only an 8. So let me look up to see if you're... he needs a raise in order to actually inflict a wound. So you're shaken. Oh, wait, no, he needs to make a test for being shaken because he took a wound. So let me make his spirit test real quick. Otherwise, it didn't happen. So... he does make it though, so I got a 4.
Okay.
So basically, you need, in order to inflict a wound, you have to go 4 above your target or your toughness. Otherwise, if it's just equal to your toughness or up to +3, you get shaken. So when you're shaken, you have -1 to everything. You have to make a spirit test to act. You're just stunned by it. So which is described here. So shaken may only take free actions like talking at the start of your turn. Make a free spirit check to remove shaken. Okay. So on your next turn, you'll have to make that check.
Yep.
So let's see here. So he hits you, and it burns. So you're caught on fire. Give me a spirit check because your clothes are catching on fire. So you need a 4. Otherwise, you're scared.
My Cyclops armor is flammable.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're fine. Let's see here. But it basically swung into you, and you could feel the burning and also the impact. He's really strong. And you're knocked back against the wall, and he is going to lay into you more later on. So now, let's see here. Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear I'm here.
You can look through the bank window and see the crazy, going after Daryl with a flaming sword.
I think I need to assist.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
Is he closer range?
Yeah, of course. He's in normal range with the rifle. He is in melee though, so that would be a negative.
Can I close the distance to also get in melee?
Sure. Give me athletics. If you make it, you can do a melee attack.
Okay, I will do that.
Or try and if you shoot into melee, it's always going to be.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I make that.
Okay. So you get there. What kind of melee attack are you doing?
Claw attack.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what damage it does?
It's D6 plus strength.
Okay. So you need to get parry. His parry value is 7.
Okay.
Oh, actually, his parry value is you have a -2 to that because he has uncanny reflexes. -2 to be hit by any attack they are aware of. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's very fast.
Is he aware of me?
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, you're just running up to him. You're not stealthing.
No. There it goes.
All right. Well, you got a 4 on that, so you get to reroll that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's windy.
Yeah, having a storm.
4.
8. Yeah.
10.
Okay. So you get a normal hit. You definitely still hit. So, yeah. Roll damage.
All right.
Do you have any armor piercing on that? Yeah. Because otherwise, his normal thing is claws. Grackle's bite and claw for strength. Okay. Natural weapons and savage worlds. All right. Natural weapons. We're learning things about the game. 104.
You looking up weather stuff?
Yeah, so it's okay.
+2. They don't have any armor piercing. So go ahead and roll damage. It's just against his with his full armor. It's 16.
Okay.
So you need to get at least a 16 on your damage check.
20.
20 is enough to inflict another wound. You slam into him, and tear into him. He's like, oh, your little brother's coming in. Oh, what a good sport. Oh, little roughhousing before dinner.
All I'm thinking, like, I intensely dislike him.
Mother, we're gonna have pot roast tonight.
like, why does this fill me with this visceral hatred?
This program is brought to you by Cowboy Tobacco for the finest pipe smoking. Yeah,
and Alcoa, American Aluminum.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just talking with these dead eyes. He's reciting this, but in a monotone, like in a mechanical, rehearsed way. Like it is actually, fairly creepy. Like it is not fun as he is being beaten, attacked, and heavily wounded. Yeah. So let's see here. The only person, actually, the scout and the Sly Stalker get to go. So the scout is going to go. And let's see if he figures out that you can't. Well, let's see if he definitely saw you because you're intangible, not invisible, and he knows that he can't hurt you because it just.
Actually, that would have been a headshot.
Yeah. So is he going to be able to figure out that what you're going to do can still hurt him because magic is just bullshit like that? Probably not, but he definitely he is going to ignore you. He thinks you can't hurt him. But he actually can't hit. Everyone else is in the bank now, so he's going to run to reposition. He's just like, "What a fucking wizard bullshit. I hate it. Get to run."
Magic is so lame.
Yeah, it actually does really well. So he gets into the bank. It's going to be tricky to. Yeah, you can keep up with him, but you have to make another athletics check to get an angle on him.
Okay.
Basically, he's running through a building now. Like. Their walls will block your spells, so you have to get into the same room as him. And doing that and flying and being able to cast a spell on him in the same round is going to be tricky. But that'll come up on on next round.
When something like an ability on one of your items moves a stat above D12,
you get +1.
+1. Okay.
So if you get another strength advance, you're D12 +1.
Okay, I have that.
Okay.
So D12 +1? Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here.
That makes it nice and easy.
Enemy. So, they can't actually shut you down. The Sly Stalker knows you're psychic or knows you're magic and knows you're doing bullshit. But there's also a wizard, and he really wants to kill the wizard. So, they're going to try and tag team Daryl. Or no, let's see here. So, let's see. What is he going to shoot with? Oh, he's going to be dumb and go after you with knives. He is going to charge you with knives. So, your thing is 5, right?
Yeah.
So, basically, Sly Stalker comes out to you. It's like, ha, lunch is ready. He wants to drain all.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, so, yeah.
See about that.
He gets exactly a 5, so he will do a base hit. And the vibro knife does strength plus d6 mega damage. So
that bypasses armor by default, right?
No, it still has AP. Well, it has AP 6. It's a vibro knife, so it is a. Let's see here, but his strength is lower. So what is his strength? Strength D8. So 5. So that's just lower. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. He's gonna reroll that.
So my base toughness is 5. 7 is my armor.
Okay, so he's gonna reroll that. Gonna spend a penny. There we go. 10. So now you're already shaken, right?
Yeah.
So you take a wound.
Soak?
Yeah. Make a vigor check.
$10.
All right. You're still shaken, but his knives tear into your armor. But just at the last moment, you sort of twist, so it goes only into the armor. But you can kind of feel them vibrating now. They vibrate very fast, so it's a very unpleasant feeling. And you would not like this to happen.
Yes,
but
I have a plan for this.
Okay, new round. So
Top of the morning,
Darlington. Give me an athletics check to get in a position to fire. Or sorry, you had the queen. Sorry, I mixed up who had the. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So spirit test to not be shaken.
Yes. You need a 4. Oh, it's actually a 5 because you're shaken, so you have a -1 to everything.
I have a 5.
Okay, there you go. So you wait. You managed to your body was kind of numb and like freaking out a bit, but you gotta fucking move or die, and you get your body starts reacting to what you wanted to do. So what do you want to do?
You reminded me that I have mega options for my powers.
You do have mega options for your powers.
So I'm going to dip into.
So basically, there's a giant clusterfuck in the lobby of the bank with Steve and Daryl in hand-to-hand combat with a crazy and a Psy Stalker. And they're all flashing melee weapons. It's very cinematic. Like Daryl's using a fiddle, and everyone else has like there's a flaming sword, vibro knives, and like bare hands with giant claws. So yeah, it's a big clusterfuck. People punching, kicking. Amazing. It is really cool, very intense. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go for Onslaught, which is the mega version of Bolt. I'm going to opt to do 4 3d6 bolts for 2 power points each.
Okay.
I'm going to tap into my Wellspring to just burn ISP instead of PPE for those. So I just need to make 1 check, and I get all 4 bolts, correct?
Does that give me a rate of fire? Let me look at it. So what page is that on?
It's on page 111 of the Rifts book.
Yeah. I knew it was in the Rifts book. I just couldn't. It's always tricky. No,
or do I roll 4 separate times, and it's either 1 or 2 points for each roll?
Well, it depends on like what mechanic it's using specifically. There it is. All right, Bolt, Onslaught. Get rate of fire too. So you get basically. So you have your D6 wild die, and what's your spellcasting? The thing?
It's a D10.
So you get 2 D10, and you can assign each of those. So you get 2 attacks.
4. I can go up to 4.
Oh, you get bolt rate of fire 4? Because it only says rate of fire 2 here. Does your version of the PDF look different?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably the original version. Like, this is the revised. I've actually... Yeah.
I know, I like his version better.
Yeah, right? So you get rate of fire 2.
Okay.
So you can make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Now.
So it only costs 3 points then.
Yeah. Plus 2. Yeah. If you can also do a greater bolt for plus 4 and make it 46 mega damage.
Yeah. But I want to throw a bolt at each of them. So.
Yeah. So that would just be 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
7.
And it doesn't have a recoil penalty, so all these attacks are normal. So you get 2d10 plus a d6. And you can replace one of the d10s with your wild die, but you don't. Okay. Yeah, you only get 2 hits you can make.
Well, one of them misses straight up because it's either a 1 or a 3, but the other one is a 10.
Okay.
So 18 versus Bob.
Yeah, that attack definitely hits you. You'll do a plus 1d6 damage. Does both have armor piercing? I don't think it does.
I can make it armor piercing, but they get a spirit test to help soak.
Okay.
But that costs more points, and I have to do that up front. So.
All right, yeah. You just need to get...
He's okay.
You get a plus d6 because you definitely hit him. You got a raise. So... But you need a 16.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you can spend a die to Benny to reroll that.
Yep.
Not any better.
Incredibly worse. Hey, but that one exploded, so that's 11 plus 12.
Oh,
sure.
Now he does get a -1 because he's wound. Oh wait, actually, wound penalties might actually stack up against him.
He has two wounds, right?
Yeah, he has 2 wounds. So he's -2 to everything. So, but that would make it 14 then, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's an impressive display of magic, but he just laughs.
I laugh at you.
Oh, somebody's been practicing a lot, but it's not quite enough there, oh sport. So that's you. So 6 is next, which is Darlington.
So I guess I'm flying back into like catch back
athletics to get an angle on the Mr. Skinner.
Yep, that is correct.
The scout sniper.
That's 4. So thankfully with my negative right now, that's a 5, so that goes over, so I do make it. So
yeah. Yeah, that go over. And basic hit. So do you have any armor piercing on that?
Let's see. So, I was just flying to get the angle.
Oh, yeah. So you get an angle on him.
Yeah. So, but I attack this round, or do I have to wait again?
Yeah, you can cast. You made the check, so you get to cast a spell.
Question though, actually, I can cast a spell, or I can basically shoot at him with the TK revolver, which that does have armor piercing, and if I spend 2 PP on it, I can.
The problem with intangibility is that you cannot use your gun.
Oh, is that the case? Okay, cool. So
the spells do work because they're spells, right? But
that's fair. So yeah,
you cannot use any of your weapons.
Nope, that's fair. So all right, so I'll go ahead and cast that. So and that's the burst, which is in the cone area.
Let's see. Yeah, do you want to add any? Oh yeah, you can't do any. But yeah, so
yeah.
Go ahead. Burst does 2.
Okay, and is that 5 for the? What is the spend on that?
2 power points.
2 power points.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right,
and it's 2d6 in a cone.
Yeah. He the scout is the one away from them, so you can hit both of the other 2 guys with it, or do that. But yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I'll hit the scout. So that's traffic anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll that. Regardless, that's better. So that'll be a 7. So
yeah, that's
6.
Oh, that's the cast. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's the cast. So that's 6 succeeds.
Yeah, so you need to get a 16. He has armor too.
All right. No, that's 4 damage total. So
yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, not even graze him. He doesn't even notice it.
Okay.
So yeah. Actually, both of you now can give me a Arcana check to recognize something about them. You both can detect magic and shit. So there's some traces that you might figure out what's happening to them.
6.
Okay.
So yep, 7's better. So 6.
Okay. Both of you realize all 3 of these dudes are cursed magically. You don't know the details about them, about the detail of the curse, but you know they are cursed. So. Yeah,
it just went.
Yeah,
it was like 50 out per Let's like gust here. So anyway,
it is windy outside in the real world.
Yeah,
for our listeners at home.
What is the real world?
What is the
real windy?
Yeah. Okay, so if we could find something to break the curse, so.
If you one of you could try and make on your next action, try to stop and like, hey, wait, we can help you. Like, you could try a persuasion. But that was actually that's a free action. So if one of you wants to make a check now, you could do that.
But do you have a persuasion or?
I do. It's out of 6. So
that's still that's better than I have.
Yeah.
Do you boys need that curse shaken off of you so we can end this shit?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. That's a 5.
Okay. All 3 of them are like. Do all of you like stop attacking and try and like they like brace for a second?
My claws are.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'll stop.
So you said the magic words in a sense, figuratively speaking, not literally yet. So they all stop and they're like, "He said we get." They kind of like look at each other, and finally, the Traderkin, the Sly Stalker, is like, "Well." He said we got to kill her or we'll die. He didn't say anything about not talking. He didn't figure on help, I guess. Yeah, we got a curse. If we don't kill her in the next 7 days, we're all going to die.
So you have a videotape special. I get that. So
what?
The VHS.
That wizard talk?
Technically, yes. So.
Okay. So you can remove the curse?
I mean, we can give it a shot. What?
That is a dispel.
I do not have dispel.
Guess who has that in the techno wizard art of powers? Woo! You can make an item to remove the curse.
If you give me at least probably the better part of the day this evening right now, I should be able to come up with something.
It only takes you an action to make one of your gadgets. So.
Yep. So let's go ahead and do that. So.
All right, make a roll.
Can I are you out of bennies?
Yes.
Can I use bennies on another?
I'll let you make one. Yeah.
Okay.
If it flubs, so. With that, that was with the -1. That's a 4, so that still works. So.
All right.
It's not it's like nicest one, but if you put a drop of blood in each of those, it will scan. That's like immediately emitting a vapor right now that wants to breathe in right now should expel any of the curse from you. So I hope you like the scent of sandalwood.
Breathe, my pasty friend.
So you use it on Bob first.
Okay.
He is the most expendable right now to them because he's the most wounded. So they're like, "You do it first, Bob. If it works on you, you'll know."
Yeah, if with curses right now, as long as I've been hurt, I've never had one, but it should feel like a weight being lifted.
Well, he can detect. Well, Sport, did you? I know you're having a lot of you're working on your science fair project, but you've made your sister really sad because you haven't been able to play house with her. Are you going to apologize to little sister?
Yes.
Good. You need to learn a lesson. But let's see this volcano of yours.
What is he saying?
Yeah.
Play along. Okay.
All right. So use it. I was like, he puffs on the pipes. Well, Sport, I think you did a good job. But you go talk to little sister and bring her. You play house with her, and everything will be all right. We'll have pot roast tonight.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, pot roast does sound good, though.
This episode is brought to you by
Pot Roast.
Pot Roast by the Pot Roast Council. Only pot roast counts. Make some more for tonight. Your husband will love it. Keep him happy.
You know, I'm actually thinking, if we're gonna have dinner tonight, I'll make a pot roast.
Okay, great, good job, Sport. So yeah, you cast it on all three of them, and these ruthless mercenaries are like, "We're gonna go now."
That sounds like a great
That would be
idea.
fine right now. Although, just in case right now, if you could, though, do you have any potential tactical information on our friend Eddie?
No, fuck off. And they like, at least that's what Mr. Skinner says. Fuck off. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fucking wasting my time. God damn it. Trader King just kind of stares. It's like, I'm not going to kill you, even though I'm hungry. That's how nice I am.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by Victory Cigarettes. Doctors say they're great for you.
And they fight communism.
Bob, if we took a moment to patch you up, can you give us can you tell us what's been going on with your friend Eddie?
Give me another roll.
Talking. Good.
That's a raise.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, yeah. It's like, well, it looks like I'm just that lovable goof, Bob. I had a mishap with a lawnmower. Can you help me out there, neighbor
I'll cast
John?
healing.
Yeah.
Neighbor
All right.
Reno?
Your neighbor Reno? Yeah. Oh, no, that's too spicy for that goof, Bob. It's
Oh.
very 50s.
Cast it again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just 1 point.
Okay,
All right.
sure. Easy.
That succeeded that time, though.
Well, my friend Eddie is kind of shifty, if you know what I mean. He's not a nice guy. He and his buddies kind of tricked me into getting to do some things I didn't want to do. But you know what? I think it's going to be all right, because as we were leaving to come do some banking here, we saw just a little Spitfire heading to way to their camp. I think everything's going to be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
Good to know.
that's
So I cast healing. I removed one of his wounds.
Yeah. He's very appreciative.
I remember something Grandma told me about this piece of old wrist tech she did. Like, rip and tear until it's done.
Yes, that's right. I think, good job, Sport. So yeah, he starts whistling.
As he walks, he's like, the time he must be living in must be hell.
And don't forget, only you can cause forest fires. And then he uses the flaming sword to set some bushes on fire as he leaves.
Patting those out, so...
Yeah.
Wait till he leaves. Like, okay, yeah.
So yeah, that takes you a little bit. Almost you prevent actually a pretty big forest fire. But he's whistling, kind of disappears as he walks away, just walking in a straight line. As far as you know, just into the wilderness.
And he's just gone.
He's just gone. Mr. Skinner just is fucking wasting my time, and then just disappears. And then the Psy Stalker doesn't say much and looks really hungrily at both of you, and then just leaves.
Not me, though, right?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about you.
Exactly.
You don't have PPE or ISP.
At all. I can't, and I can't.
And then you hear just the most just the Earth's
Doom Eternal happens over there.
yeah. There's just screaming and explosions happening like a mile away.
Like, you want to go take a look?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you just walking, or are you going to run over there?
We'll run.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
No, we don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you get there in time to see Tarya just standing over a mountain of corpses, holding Eddie just screaming at him, and she takes the chainsaw and just cuts his head off as Eddie is just cackling. And
just golf clap.
Actually, no. The Shia LaBeouf, like, slow building clap.
And Darlington's just sitting there going, I think I prefer the demonic forces that were in the bar.
Actually, it reminds you of your dream, and it feels. What do you feel? Either really repulsed by that you understand her rage on some level you didn't before, or
turned on.
Yeah, do you feel better about it?
No, it's like
you feel something strong.
It's like just strong. Again, for how he can describe it right now is disconcerted. But it just
so more repulsed.
Yeah, it's like,
it's not disconcerted. It's repulsed.
Yeah.
How does that manifest to you? Like something happens that you don't like. You feel it so much, you do something.
Actually, I just kind of go ahead and point my fist to the sky that had the flying machine on it. I will be back in a while and just literally go up.
Okay,
I need some alone time.
Yeah. Both of you can tell that this really impacted Darlington.
What?
She must have been into some real kinky shit.
You think he was into it too?
I think he's still deciding.
I think he should. We should encourage it.
So Tarja walks over to you and then just kind of collapses.
No, I'll pick her up.
She kind of she's just weak on her feet now and just overwhelmed. You can tell that just the magical energy is just bleeding off of her. She had more than she could absorb and is just flowing through her.
Hey, it's like, you're all tuckered out. Don't worry, I'll carry you.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll whatever you want. I did it. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
I need to.
Like, it's gonna be like, we have a drive ahead of us, but don't worry, we'll get you where you need to go.
Yeah. You get back. No problem. Like there's nothing following you. And
it knows better now.
There's nothing left to follow you. Like you see that giant that bird has been cut up into many pieces. And
is mostly shotgun before it got cut into many pieces.
But as you're driving back, you see the magical energy is bleeding off of her more and more until it's like that's not a magical shotgun. It was just channeling energy. The shotgun and the chainsaw have residual energy in them, but like they're not just regular things.
So is she in danger of like?
No, it's just over exhausting. Like I mean, she's a wreck now, but like. Slayer contacts you like magically and just says, I've heard the accord you made with Grand Symmetry. I will sign the pact.
Excellent.
And ally with you in an eternal war against evil.
Let's go. Did we all hear that?
Yeah.
Like, brutal.
Yeah.
Let's pick up a battle axe and put it in.
Like, oh my god, yeah.
You get back to Castle Refuge with her and
Turn in the vehicle, of course.
You get your money back except for the little
the
2 days.
The 2-day charge.
Yeah, $240.
$240.
You have 2 new leads, 2 new missions you can choose from. Emmeline's Favor, which she hasn't specified but said it'd be well worth your time, and very rewarding. And the other one is to go into the realm of heavy metal. He says there's more fragments here. You can talk to them, and if they can reveal where their users are.
I so want to go into the realm of heavy metal.
Yeah. So you have to find, there will be a couple fragments there. You have to get them. That's the session. So was it appropriately metal?
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do a big fight with a giant amount of demons. Be like, no, you have to keep the other demons from doing that. You have to keep the other things from. You have to protect the demon slayer from the shitty mercenaries.
Nice.
Yeah. And
we are the best team.
You did it. You succeeded. Ragnar knew which team to pick.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you get back to Darlington, you're like, you're new. 2 things, right? Darlington. 1, good job. You're now a permanent member of the task force. And 2, we got a letter addressed to you.
I didn't get my address here.
I know. There is a from. It shows you the envelope. From Titania.
Ooh. Actually, I was just like,
Ragnar does perfume ever so lightly.
So you open it up and read it. So just looking at it.
Yeah. In front of Ragnar? Okay, yeah. Yeah, what does it say?
Oh, what does it say right now? So
I'd like to see you again.
Okay, so
maybe I can come visit? Question mark.
Like,
just write your reply in this envelope and it'll get back to me.
Actually, the very last question to end on this right now, too.
Yeah.
Do we have any particular stances on allowing demons on base?
Yeah, cut to black. Yeah. Ragnar is like, yeah. All right, we'll cut. Yeah. Yeah. So you got that going on for you. I had a great time. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll find out what the next group chooses out of your new leads, and also the existing ones. So, but stay tuned for episode 4 of Symphony Dim, which will be something. I don't know what yet, but we'll find out.
what will they do?
What will they do? We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.